Hello everyone, welcome to Star Wars Season 1, Chapter 3. So where we actually left out, the heroes actually managed to make their way. It's alright, it's okay. The heroes actually managed to make their way towards the mouth of the ruins itself that leads to the potential power that have been felt by many of the heroes of the Republic. And here, during this time itself, as the rest of the party actually arrive in front, one of the characters, Rel Costa, look at everyone. He decided to actually tell Arushi, the little Twilight girl, to actually stay next to him. Then Rel Costa actually then turned to actually look at Aslin and then to Anduin. And then after that, then he looks to Trixar. Rel Costa said to speak out, Arushi, you stay by my side, but you, two Padawans, Aslin and Anduin, and even you too, RT. I believe Trixar will be able to actually lead you in, but I felt the power of the dark side here is strong. But I sensed that I will stay here and radio in. About that pilot, Rel Costa actually speaks out and asks, then after that asks you, Aslin, what was his name again? He actually dropped you here further, but then he actually flew off. I remember that he said that he will wait outside of this ruins itself. Could you remind me again, what was his name?
Shit, I actually forgot his name. I actually forgot the character's name, it's been so long.
The name is there.
Slug guy?
The name is there. It's like, look at your bottom left corner. The name is there.
Oh, his name is Tudor. His name is Tudor.
Rel Costa said, Tudor. Huh. Do you have a communication currently? Do you have a communication device that you can contact Tudor? At least I could actually bring Arushi there towards the ship and wait. Perhaps, or we could wait for Tudor to actually come in here. He's a hot Jedi, am I correct?
Yes, he is. I have a communication here with me. Allow me to contact him. I basically radio in. Tudor.
All right.
This is Adlan.
While you radio in, before you radio in, the moment you took on your communicator, you suddenly heard static. You're not too sure why, though. But when you try to actually press on your communicator, like you hear. Roll for technology.
Okay, beginning opening on my part, and it's technology. Where are you? Ah, here we are. Wish me luck. It has 0 points in it.
Yes, roll. DC 15. Okay, you pass. You radio in. RT actually just look at you as trying to radio in. RT can actually feel the static. You actually feel the electrostatic field itself around these ruins. But Aslin, trying to contact Trudro outside of this area, actually managed to go through. You actually wanted to help Aslin during this time, but he managed to actually get through. He actually banged on the communicator like on the trees, pop, pop, pop. Then, meanwhile, on the ship itself, Tudor. Yes, that's how you mentioned it. Tudor or Tudro. Tudor. Right. Tudro. You actually set up camp. You just finished setting up camp outside of the ruins entrance itself. You told them specifically that I'll stay here. You told them that day before to actually protect the place, to protect the entrance within the door. You sensed something actually from the ship. But roll for your perception, Tudro.
Got it. Rolling perception. Oh, come!
Right. Okay. You are unable to hear the static, but let you roll for insight.
Insight. I'm better.
All right, Trudro. You're unable to hear it because you're actually banging. It's like on the metal spike itself to actually make sure that the camp doesn't actually fly away due to the winds or the red desert itself. But you sense something. You feel as if somebody is trying to call you. You decided to think, right? What if your companions try to call you right now? So you told yourself maybe you should head to the ship. Maybe somebody's trying to actually give you a call on this time.
Okay then, I will head to the ship.
Right. As you head towards the ship, you heard a static. Like you hear a static coming from Aslin. Aslin, now you can actually roleplay while to. Okay, wait. Let me see if you can move this token. Oh, no wonder. All right. Now you can move to the ship, Tudor. Tudor.
Justin Tudor. Tudor.
Let's stick to Tudor, okay?
Yep.
Like what Jojo Face said. All right, okay, Aslin, you actually communicate. You need to actually like role play this that's like static at the same time. Also, all right.
Okay.
To you, Aslin.
Tudor, can you hear me? Shh.
Loud and clear. What is it that you want?
Are you able to bring the ship to our location? Shh.
Oh,
right.
most definitely.
Tudor, you heard. Can you bring the ship? But you tried. But there's no landing area near the ship. You're unable to do so. You can walk from your ship towards the ruins itself. But that's about it.
Land near the ruins.
Yes, you cannot. If you could, this ship will be there already, but you couldn't.
I would bring the ship there if there was anywhere to land. Unfortunately, where you are, I cannot see anywhere suitable.
Understood. We're gonna be leaving here 2 people to wait for you to help you with crossing the terrain. There is something in the ground.
Something in the ground, you say? I will
Yes.
keep a lookout.
Come with all due haste.
I will come with all due haste that a heart can muster. May the force be with us, all of us.
And with you.
Okay.
Imagine it doesn't take.
Now, do
Imagine
I
it
know-
takes him long enough that he only gets there at the end.
Do I know which direction they're going?
Here it is, Turo. I'm pinging it to you. The entrance
okay.
is just here.
Then I'll leave the ship. I'll leave the ship. Well, I'll leave the ship.
It's not Tatooine. It's not Tatooine, so it's you.
Yeah, there's no Jawas here.
Yeah, exactly.
There's not
It's
even a single
Tatooine.
Jawa on this planet.
Exactly.
So you don't have to worry.
Exactly. It's not Tatooine, so it won't get jacked apart.
I'm gonna hurry as much as a hut can hurry, because I only have a 20-foot movement speed.
Well, the others would have to wait. But as you slithered your way towards the temple itself, the others wait. Meanwhile, the mouth of the ruins itself. I'm just gonna throw in Trudro at the bottom of the map. Okay, here. Alright. Right, well, Trudro is just slithering his way through the mouth of the canyon. But, Trudro, you're gonna be going through this mouth of the canyon itself here. But, there's something here itself that Aslin actually forgot to actually tell you. Aslin or Anduin or even RT. Now.
There was something in the ground, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Yes, there was something in the ground. So,
Well,
but
if I had told him, he wouldn't have listened anyways.
now Aslin, Anduin, and RT need to roll for their insight. DC 15. If you roll and you pass, then you remember about that passageway and you need to tell Tudor. Okay, 13, 12.
Archie doesn't care.
Alright, and 6. Alright.
I mean, the best
I'm-
among us is 13, and I'm 6, so we're like, yeah, we're pretty much forgot about it.
Wow.
Hmm.
Alright,
I'm
gonna
sure
be
it's
rolling.
fine.
Gonna be rolling for Trixa.
If Trixa passes, then she's gonna put us to shame.
Up.
Nope.
Okay. Then. Wait.
They've already carved a path through. Always keeping my eye on the ground beneath me. If there's something in the ground, I'm gonna keep watch for it.
Okay, now, what's your passive perception?
My passive
Doodle?
perception. Let's see. Did I list it? It's 10 plus my perception bonus, which is
10
13.
plus 13, alright, okay. Roll for your stealth with advantage because you're slithering, you're not walking.
Okay, so how do I roll with advantage in
You-
Roll twice.
Yeah,
roll twice.
exactly.
Just roll twice.
Roll twice,
Okay.
pick the highest number.
Roll twice, take the higher.
You mean like that?
Yeah,
Mhm,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
That is considered advantage. Like this, the two
Yeah.
squares.
So I'll be looking at the 13 itself. Okay. Because you and the small purple worm are both actually crawling. You're not actually walking. It took you because you're actually just walking, but you're just crawling or slithering like 20 feet each. The worm do not sense the tremor from actually the surface itself as you slowly slid towards the mouth of the ruins. Which of course to the surprise of Astlin, Anduin, and RT, and even Rel Costa. You know Rel Costa from the academy itself. Rolaka, I think to herself. Here, but then after you slid towards them, as you move towards the mouth of the ruins itself, Tudor, you see Trixa, the young girl Arushi, Anduin, Aslin, all waiting for you. But
RT is
No.
disappointed.
yeah, the RT is just there like disappointed and looking at everything. Looking at the hut, of course, RT. Rel Costa told you, Tudor. Okay. Tudor, you're still there, so you move forward towards the group
I'm getting there.
slowly.
I'm trying to simulate 20 feet seconds.
Right, and Rel Costa and said to you, Tudor, it is good to actually see you, and I do apologize for asking you to leave the ship unattended. Rel Costa speaks out, his eyes actually like covered, the cloak over his head, and you can see the small blue-skinned Twilight girl like looking at you and giggling, and then Arushina said, "I like you. You're cute." She speaks out. Then Rel Costa then turns to face Arushi. Then Rel Costa walks towards you, Tudor. Then he said, "I will stay here and protect the entrance in case of any disturbance." Everybody felt it, Tudor. I sense that you felt it too. Some sort of power, some sort of dark energy within the ruins. It is best that I would stay here together with the young girl. I believe inside would be too dangerous. But I do sense something. Another life force from within the ruins. Perhaps few, even. Then, all of you, only Jedis, okay? Only Jedis can roll for this. Alright, roll for Wisdom saving throw. Sorry. Roll for Charisma saving throw.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
charisma.
If it's against the force effect, I do have advantage on this.
Yeah, roll for that. Alright, 14.
Because I'm a hut, I get wisdom and charisma saving throw against force effects advantage.
Okay, yeah. I'm taking the 14. Asrinrel 17. And then Anduin 17. Alright, okay. Then Anduin and also Tudor. You sense something from within. Something dark, but yet you also sense life force. Faint life force. It seems that there's somebody here. Then like Trisa then speaks out. Well, if you're all standing there gawking, or actually thinking of what thing to do, I think it's time for us to actually enter the ruins or not stay here for too long. Trixa speaks out. Now, Tudor, I'm gonna go to you, left to right, one action to you. Okay, not Jojo. Okay, Tudor, one action, what do you wanna do?
Okay, with one action? You mean one turn, right?
Yeah, one turn, just one action. You can
Okay.
like either role play or use a skill.
Okay, so I want to see if I can make some sort of. So I hear what the voice is saying.
Yeah,
Is it
yeah.
telling us to come in?
You heard the voice. The voice is actually urging you to come in.
Okay. Let's see if I can. I want to make an insight check to see if the desires of this voice are hiding something, as if it was with malicious intent.
All right. Okay. You can roll for it again. You can roll for the same thing. Charisma saving throw.
Okay.
Sanskrit with advantage.
With advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right. You feel it. You sense the power actually coming in from the mouth of the cave door. You sense that it doesn't have any malicious intent, but you sense the dark energy, but no malicious intent. That's what you felt.
Okay. So. Darkness coming through, but no sign of malice in the voice. I believe we shall enter, but remain at guard.
All right. You say it out. Okay, Azrin, your turn. One action.
I just simply nod and say to the group, indeed, we should be careful. From this point on, it's the unknown in there. We should hurry.
Okay. Now, to you, Anduin, one action.
Huh? Oh, hold on.
One action.
Okay. Huh? Okay. Okay. So when I sense there's some life force inside, I say, I think I need to go in. There's something inside that I'm compelled to.
All right. Okay. Then RT, to you. You don't sense anything, but everybody's like just gonna go in.
Yeah. RT turns around and starts moving already and is kind of saying to himself, "Jeez, you guys are acting like it's some kind of Temple of Doom or something. Come on."
And then Rel Costa looks to the rest of you. I'll stay here. Be careful and be wary. I sense something, but I'm not too sure where it is. Then the Arushi just actually look to the rest of you and just wave, and then she bows her head. And then Trixa, RT, Anduin, Tudor all went in. Then, as you all entered, meanwhile, Joh-Jo. Okay. Joh-Jo, as you are inside, you were actually telling the two Black Sun gang that there is something wrong with this mechanism. Of course, the Black Sun gang looks to you, Joh-Jo, and then both of them, one of them actually said, one with a hood cloak said to you, "Are you sure that this is the place of the temple? This place looks like a damp. This place looks like a damp ruin."
Herbert, my screen is blank.
Your screen is blank. Oh, okay, wait.
His side is basically black.
Let there be light. Okay.
Yeah, mine too. I think my screen is
my
blank.
token.
Yeah, I can. Oh,
I got dark vision.
Okay.
Oh, you got dark vision. Yeah. Okay. Let me give you night vision. 60 feet,
No,
right?
Dark vision. Wait, how many feet?
Wait,
60, yeah.
Gundams or dark vision?
The Gungans.
Yes, because we fish, we go underwater.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it 60 feet or 120 feet, Gungans?
60. Standard
60. Okay. All right. Now you can see, but you don't see the characters yet. You don't see Aslin, Tudor. They don't enter yet. But because you are so busy, you're so fixated in this Black Sun, they actually grabbed you from the Twi'lek village. You were just the engineer there, the technician there, to actually help the Twi'leks with their respirators, and it's usual to help them out because that's your job. But this Black Sun just took you in, grabbed you, thinking that you could know something within the ruins itself, Joh-Jo. But they thought that you could actually help. So you actually led them to this temple. They actually brought you to this temple, the direction which was given to them. But they assumed this place is the correct one. So, but Joh-Jo, they're actually standing next to these pillars. You notice that one of the pillars that crashed next to you, there is a certain mechanism. When you look at the mechanism, right, you can actually roll for your investigation. All right. You
Yeah,
actually
I
like
don't give a
you actually like fickle with it. Then you somehow, all right. When you actually fickle with the mechanism, the Black Sun gang they look to you faster. It's like we don't have much time here. And then, all right, okay, that natural is a natural. Okay, all right,
Yeah,
Jajo, roll for
yeah,
dexterity.
yeah.
Roll for dex saving throw, Jajo. Either there's something wrong with my roll 20 or the number is not appearing.
No, it's a 6 actually.
Dexterity save?
Yeah, dexterity save is a 6.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. But meanwhile, Tudor, Aslin, Anduin, and RT. The moment you actually entered that ruin, and then you took the staircase down for roughly 60 feet, you heard the conversation with your passive perception of 10. You heard a gang actually telling a person that, quick, do this. But at the same time, you heard, ugh! Then, Jajo, what you notice is 2 darts actually appeared from the walls itself, striking the Black Sun. Apparently, you have triggered a trap. But at the same time, the trap is also hitting you. Alright, okay. Tudor, Aslin, Anduin, RT, roll for your perception check. If you pass, you see the darts about to fly and hit this poor Gungan, and you can use the force to stop the darts. If you pass your perception, of course. But not RT though. RT just noticed it hitting the Gungan. That's it.
I'm also blind. I don't have dark vision.
Alright. Oh, can droids see in the dark?
I will double check, but last I checked, no.
Okay, you quickly double check. Alright. Tudor, do you? Tudor, Aslin, Anduin, roll for perception. Okay.
We did. I got 14, and
My God,
Anduin
my-
and Tudor are 15 each.
Alright, Aslin, you don't notice this.
Mhm.
Okay, you don't notice this. But do you have any special force abilities that can sense danger?
I got actually heightened senses,
Mhm.
which is
Alright.
basically this. I'll just put it here, and it says here heightened senses. You send a sudden shift in your environment. You can seize on it with
Alright,
great
alright.
speed. Granting an advantage on
Alright.
initiative check.
Okay. Anybody that have heightened senses, you can roll for you gain advantage on this one.
Oh, okay. So I get to roll.
Yeah,
again,
I
is it?
don't have.
So
Yeah,
I get to
but-
roll perception again.
Yeah, perception again.
Okay.
I do not have dark vision.
Okay.
You
I have
What
16.
a hut doesn't have dark vision?
No, a droid.
Oh, the droid. Okay, the droid don't have dark vision. Weird. Okay.
Yeah.
It says that a hut doesn't have dark vision. It doesn't say the hut has dark vision. I'm gonna double check it.
Yeah, please double check. Please double check. Okay, but anyway, you guys pass. It's DC 15, Tudor, Anduin, and also Aslin. You can sense a creature that have no malice is gonna be struck by poisoned darts. But you can sense it even through the dark itself. And you can actually prevent the darts from hitting him. Okay, anybody that have any force abilities like force pull, force push, or anything can use it.
I have force push and force pull.
All right,
okay,
okay. If you
yeah.
got force push, like, if you do have that, you can use it to actually drag the Gungan out from danger.
Okay, I will
Are you
yell.
in range?
I'm going to. Okay then, I'm going to yell, "Look out!" and use force pull on this person.
All right.
Cast it at what level? It's a at will. Hang on.
If it's an at will, that means it's a cantrip.
So what? So 0th level.
Yeah, 0 level basically.
Yeah,
So that
zero
is
level.
my. So I can use it. So I can pull him 5 feet.
5 feet from danger.
Yep.
All right. Okay, away from danger. All right, Joh-Jo, you suddenly realize you're actually being The moment the dart's about to hit you, suddenly you've noticed that your whole body was dragged backwards, towards away from the pillar. You can see the two black sun getting hit by a number of darts from the pillars itself. And then they all fell and perished. But when you turn to the back to see who's the one that actually pulled you, you're not too sure. Did somebody actually grab you by the collar and pull you out? But when you turn to the back, there's nobody there. But when you turn to see who it was at the staircase, you notice a few people in somehow Jedi robes, a droid, and a hut, and also a female chiss. It's like on the staircase, so looking at you. But you notice that the hut, with his hand extended, is like focusing to actually grab you and pull you in. Now to Joh-Jo, the two black sun is now dead. You're still on the floor prone. You're actually looking at the rest. You're unsure what's going on. But at least now you're not going to be bullied by the black sun, but you just got saved from being killed by the darts. Now Joh-Jo, to you. What do you do?
Okay, he composed himself. Then he say, Miss are now safe. Then he take his time, go towards here. Thank you, good people. You saved Joh-Jo here, the engineer from the nearby village.
Right. For the others, they can't see much because it's really dark. And then and then after that you see Trixa took out what seems to be a light stick and then started to actually light it up.
Oh, that works.
And then Trixa actually goes down and said, "Hey, Joh-Jo, where you been?" Trixa speaks out. Joh-Jo, you actually see Trixa. Trixa is actually not considered a local girl, but Trixa actually comes to the planet to actually play some Pazaks once in a while, and sometimes do visit the Twilight Village just to actually rest, to get away from paying rent and paying for fuel and many more. But then Trixa walks over to you, Joh-Jo, and she said, "Hey, if you're here, then wait, why are you here, Joh-Jo?" She speaks out.
Then Joh-Jo like, not to say really panic, but you know the kind of light anger. Point at those two dead body. Of course, others cannot see. Joh-Jo was brought here. Miss are not happy. Forcefully bring here.
Just like Trixa actually like, well, now they're dead, and luckily you're not. You have to thank somebody for that. Trixa speaks out.
Who will be the good sir that saved Joh-Jo?
Right. But then, now gonna go to left to right to two-door first. Two-door. It's still dark, but you can use your lightsaber to at least brighten up 5 feet of your area.
Okay. Well, I don't have a lightsaber, but I do have a saber axe.
Alright, okay, saber axe. Okay, let me put you under bright light to 5 feet. Alright, done. Okay, you did that. Okay, now two-door. What do you want to do?
Okay.
Come
So
down
the-
and hunt him.
Okay, so I will say, thank goodness you're alright, my friend. I was so worried you might have been hurt. I hope you're alright.
Joh-Jo much appreciate that. Trouble comes to Joh-Jo suddenly.
Well-
He stepped aside.
So your name is Joh-Jo.
Yeah. Joh-Jo, Fei.
A pleasure to meet you. I am Tudor.
Sir Tudor, nice to meet you, and thank you for saving me. Joh-Jo is pleased.
And I am pleased that you are pleased.
And may I know who are they? Other companions who bring good luck to Joh-Jo.
I am called Aslin. This is Anduin, and that's Artie. R3, R2. Or R3, R3. We just call him Artie.
Art.
RT.
Artie.
So
R3
he's art-
T3.
So is this merge droid very artistically arty?
Not wrong there.
Mm,
RT heard that. RT speaks out in beep boop beep boop. Hey, Jin Joh-Jo, do you have binary? As
Language, no.
yeah, no, okay, nope. You have no idea what RT is trying to tell you. But then, Aslin, your action done already, right?
Yeah. I just walk in and introduce myself, waiting for Anduin to step inside.
Yeah,
and not
Anduin.
stay at the
Now
door.
it's Anduin's turn. All right, Anduin, your turn.
Ah. Okay, so oh, nothing much. So I just say hi to the Gungan, and then let's move on. This place is
That's rude. Okay, it's like Anduin didn't even say hi. It's just like wave his hand. That's it to the Gungan and just move on. All right, let's move on.
no, I say
It's not the
remember.
Gungan you're looking for.
Yeah, well, this place is kind of very, very dangerous. You might have to skip the introductions.
You don't say.
Yes, Anduin's correct there too. Let's just skip introduction. This is a very dangerous place. Let's moving on. But just Joe, you have to remind Anduin that to make sure that he don't step too far because this place is filled with traps.
By the way, Sir Anduin, this place is not safe. The two black sun there, you see their corpse?
Yeah,
It's riddled with darts.
riddle with
Safety, this place not. Judge your advice, you go with cautious.
All right.
Damn, hard
And
to
then
believe.
RT, you see Anduin just going to advise from the Gungan saying that this place is filled with traps. But Trixa is already here checking most of the floors already. While you're all actually trying to actually start with the conversation. Now RT to you, one action.
RT's not going to do much. He's going to just kind of trundle up to Joh-Jo, poke them in the leg a couple times, and say something in binary, which you do not understand. So just kind of rather rudely starts poking you.
All right, Joh-Jo, roll for insight on this. It's a simple DC 5. All right. Okay. Yep. It's RT is just saying like maybe hello, maybe rudely like saying
He's
that
saying,
hello.
so what, this guy doesn't speak binary?
He doesn't speak, but he can sense it. But like, okay, it's just your your binary, like your robotic hand is sticking out and poking at the Gungan.
What is he, a fish guy?
Yes.
You said something fishy about him. Then as
Yep.
he poke up, Jajo see a playful droid here.
I don't know about this guy. RT turns to the other guys.
All right. Now, Joh-Jo, lastly to you, one action. Trixa is checking the pillars though. That's what you notice.
I join in.
Now I
and-
see how the
and help
I
her.
see how the player react. Now that Jajo is not involved for this, Jajo shall take his leave.
Right. Trixa actually speaks out to you, Joh-Jo, and said, Joh-Jo, stay by my side, stay with me. Look at this pillar over here. Perhaps you can do something with it.
Ah, help. Jajo willing to help you. So
Head over towards
investigate or what?
Trixa. Trixa actually like look at the pillar. She is actually holding some part of the pillar. When she actually open up some part of the rocks, you notice some sort of electronic mechanical devices. Really old. Really, really old. And then she's actually holding it and she tells you, press this part carefully, she tells you. And
Then Jajo
then,
tell her to step back.
okay, you have advantage, okay? You have advantage on... Yeah, okay, you can use this. Tricks actually head back. Then you actually like deactivate the device on the pillar, making sure that any darts within this particular location, this location particular, does not activate. So after that, Trix actually walks forward and then she said, "All right, I guess the trap is gone." She looks at the two dead black suns, then she speaks out. "Okay, now where do we go next?" she said.
Joh-Jo take out his tech staff, protecting himself. Move very slowly.
Trix
Yeah,
actually
you're
points
safe.
Trix out and said, "We could actually go forward or turn to our right. There's a fallen debris of ruins over to our right side. There's another door in front, a staircase that leads up." Trix actually asked the group, "Two door to you, one action."
Okay. I'm going to see if I can sense that dark presence or that voice again.
All right. Okay, roll for it. Charisma saving throw with advantage.
Okay.
14. Oh, not enough to beat the DC. You try to sense it. You let out your hand. Two door. You try to sense, but the dark side energy here is so immense that it's actually a 360 degree. It moves around like a swirling whirlpool. You can sense it. You're actually sweating. You can sense that fear emanating as you're slowly creeping back up. But you stood there. You're unable to sense it. So now, what you want to do? What you want to say to the group?
I cannot sense the darkness's location. It seems ever present in this ruin.
Better search the two dead dark suns here for anything useful.
All right. Okay, just roll a simple investigation. Anybody want to assist?
RT is already looking at the other one, so I suppose I am assisting.
All right. Okay, RT, roll for investigation first.
All right.
You will give the score. What is good or bad? DC 10.
Ooh.
All right. Okay. Right. All right. Azlin, roll for advantage. Roll investigation with advantage with a +2 bonus.
Okay, this here is advantage, and it's an 8.
Oh boy.
Ugh.
Even with and +2 bonus. Oh my god. All right.
Okay.
Do I roll? No.
Okay. If you're gonna roll, okay. Joh-Jo, roll for investigation with advantage with a +2 bonus.
Please roll above 8. Oh,
Yeah, it's
15.
above 8.
Oh, 15. Not bad.
That'll do.
Yeah,
All
exactly.
right. Okay,
I was
Joh-Jo, this is
about
what
to
you
say,
found.
Why do I even bother?
Okay, with RT's help, it's like pointing, but Aslin is like, what? Aslin didn't check much, other than the obvious ones that you can see, which is a blaster rifle, a blaster pistol. Okay, write this down, yeah? Okay,
Mhm.
2 blaster rifles, 2 blaster pistols, okay, and then after that, 2 energy cells, roughly about 68 credits total up already. 68 galactic credits. And then a ration pack, which is about 1 week's worth.
RT is going to hold out one of its hands expectantly for the energy cells.
Right. Okay, energy
And maybe the
cells.
cash.
How much is the credit actually?
68 credits.
Oh, okay, 68.
You can pass it to RT. He's a trustworthy droid. He'll probably keep the cash.
Yes. I'll take care of it.
I keep the cash, like for myself. I give him.
But you
the
don't trust the
energy-
droid?
No, I mean I'm a Jedi. I have expenses too, but I give him one energy cell because I basically think that a
Fine.
droid that.
But you
doesn't
must
need-
remember though.
Uh-huh.
You must remember though. You did
Can I
not
comment?
find much. The obvious ones that you see, Aslin, is just the blaster rifle,
Mm-hmm.
the blaster pistol.
Yeah.
But the smaller details is
Oh,
Joh-Jo.
definitely.
Joh-Jo is the one that found the 2 energy cells,
Oh, okay.
the 1 week's worth of food, and the 68 credits.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
up to Joh-Jo if Joh-Jo want to give it to RT. So I should be asking Joh-Jo, do you give the credits or the energy cells to RT? Since RT
No,
goes over to you, Joh-Jo, and extended his robotic arm. Which one do you give?
I pass to her first because she's the one I know.
Uh-huh. All right. Okay, RT, roll for persuasion. Simple persuasion.
Assume I'll
Because
translate.
you and Trixa is like have something in common. Trixa looks to you, RT.
after you
She pats your
over
metal head and she said, you're a dear, RT. Here, 68 credit. Keep it. Trixa said.
Oh,
The energy cell.
RT seems to spitefully turn its head towards Jar Joe.
Oh, sounds really
Wow.
evil. You
No.
know the
Jojo say this droid is very active, playful too.
right.
You know, like you always thought the cat is playful. You actually is angry of you.
Okay. Well, Trixa, all you guys have actually taken the items, but now it's Anduin's turn. Anduin, you can see Tudor is actually sensing the force, but all he senses is the dark side. But to you, Anduin, you see this dark side. You sense it. Now, Anduin, you can roll for your charisma saving throw or your wisdom saving throw to sense the direction of this power, or you don't have to. You can just choose north or right, left or right, up or right. Okay, Anduin, what do you want to do?
Anduin.
Approach.
Must be mute.
Yeah, I'm here.
He muted.
Yeah, I'm in mute. I forgot. Okay, never mind. Just keep going straight, very slowly, one step at a time. And what did I just see? Okay.
Okay, Anduin, what do you want to do?
Nothing much. Just keep going forward.
Okay. All right. Okay, keep going forward. Okay, RT to you.
Question: did any of them take the blaster pistols? Because I didn't hear any mention of them.
Nope, nobody.
Okay, well, while everyone else is distracted, I'm going to pick up another spare blaster pistol. A fourth, that is.
But there is a rifle actually. One rifle, one gun.
No, two
Yeah, I don't
rifle,
want a
two
rifle.
Oh, okay. You can use the
Too big.
rifle, Alan.
No, it's too big.
Okay. All right. You can actually take it, just store it, or just put it in a bag and leave it at the side. It's up to you.
Yeah, basically. I
Yeah.
already have 3 others.
Yeah. Then you actually just put on the ship. Otherwise, it's too heavy for you to actually bring with you. Now, you
I'll
actually
put-
pack all those things. Okay, Jojo, what do you want to do?
Currently Jojo auto follow the team because his purpose is only follow her because of close relationship.
All right. Okay. I'm just gonna roll for Trixa's insight. Okay. If she fails, she goes to a different direction.
It's the force with her. Yes, the force is with her.
No, the force is not with her. But she decided to actually like go to another direction.
No one assists.
Now she's done. She looks at the hall and she said, she kneels on the floor and she speaks out to the group. There's nothing here except for dust. It seems that Jojo, have you been to any of the places here, or you just only end up there, within the halls itself? She asks you.
Then as he go nearer, as after he heard the conversation, Miss Jojo, first time here. You expect too much of me.
It seems that the Black Sun gang have not been here yet, Jojo. But this place have been unoccupied for quite some time. Look at this. Look at the dust. There's not even a single footprints that actually walked through here, except for the one made by us. Then she looks to the rest of the party. Then now, Tudor, to you. What do you want to do?
Well, honestly, I feel like if everyone's, if this is indeed a not traveled often path, then it is likely that the Black Sun have not come here and not found and since they've not found the artifact, this very well could be the direction in which the artifact is located. Is my thought. So I'm keeping silent. I'm not going to speak about anything unless I have something very important to talk about. But I am keeping my eyes open for any sort of ambush attempts that might be made on us,
All right.
or by the environment around us, or
Alright.
by
So you will move at half your speed to actually
Okay.
try to actually sense if there's anything they're gonna attack. So everybody else can still walk at that 30 feet or 15 feet. Trixa is just actually walking 30 feet, and then the others. Okay, now Aslin, your turn.
I basically will keep my eye open for any booby traps since I saw the 2 dead black suns, so I'll assume there is more traps in the way that yet to be triggered. So
Okay, are you gonna move or are you gonna assist still?
I'm gonna assist.
You can move
actually.
half your speed.
Yeah. I'll move half my speed while assisting in trap detection.
Alright, okay, that's gonna be just gonna be your simple perception.
Mhm.
Okay, or passive perception, either way. If your passive perception is very low, you won't be able to detect. What's your passive?
14.
Not enough.
let
That means
me
you can
see.
still walk.
Yeah.
You can still walk and half your speed and roll for perception or investigation.
Okay, I'll walk half my speed. And it's 5, 10, and I'll just be here for the time being. And
Whoa, wait. This is a long hallway, and you just walk straight through.
no, I'm standing here. I want to sense for traps first. So let me just.
Okay, roll for perception or investigation. Either two. Either one of them.
Let's see. Oh, my perception is higher, so here we go.
Oh wait.
Higher. Nope.
I mean,
The force is not with you.
Exactly, the force is not with me. The force is not with me. So I'm like,
Eh.
looks.
Anduin, you look at the hall itself. You can see cobwebs, Aslin. You can see spider webs. You can see the sand underneath the floor going forward. Not even a single footsteps have actually entered this tight, short hallway, which Anduin just told you earlier on. You think it's safe, but Anduin, it's your turn. You can you can move at half your speed, which is your 30 feet. That's your maximum speed. And then half your speed is 15 feet, but you can roll for perception or investigation.
Not walk first, but I'll take some rock or boulder here and then throw to here and see what happened first.
All right. You took a small rock, laid through it. You slide it. Roll for a simple dexterity throw. It's just a simple dex.
Dexterity throw. Okay, coming up.
Okay, pass. You slide it. Like katuk, 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 katuk. Then, after it reached half of the hall itself, you hear ka-ching, and you see the rock getting cut in half. And you look at Aslin, well, they could have been you think to yourself.
Well, does anyone know how to disarm these weird traps?
Yes. So then it's straight to either Joh-Jo or Trixa. Joh-Jo, you've seen what this young Jedi have done. Throws rock, slide it through the hall, and then you see it getting cut. That means there's a mechanism somewhere, either at this part or this part.
Okay. Actually, he's very afraid to going forward or whatever. If no one got him, he actually want to run away. Joh-Jo is not impressed. Continuing.
Whoa! Shit! You just gotta walk there.
Trixa actually walks further, actually push Aslin to the side, and then she said, "Excuse me." Then she kneels over, and then tell Joh-Jo over here.
Aslin is blocking.
Oh. 1 second.
Am I? Okay, you can see him very unconfidently go forward.
Then you see Trixa actually look to the left and to the right of the wall, feeling the old stone wall with her hands, and then trying to close. Then you notice that she actually closes her eyes, Joh-Jo. Then she checked further, and after that she said, "Here, at the side, the walls itself." You feel that?
Feel?
Jojo?
Yeah, yes. And he tried to look at the direction. He tried to press or anything.
Okay. Somehow this one doesn't, it's not actually electronics, but this one is more towards an old device.
Or analog.
But, yes, analog. Really old device from this dungeon. But she tried to actually like slice it open. Then she actually hold one part of the wall. That's another mechanism there. And then after that, Trixar then turns to RT. RT, come here.
Huh? Why me?
Need your help,
And
RT.
then, well, yeah, gingerly trundles over.
Then after that, Trixar points to one side of the wall and said, only your hand is small enough to actually go through this. She speaks out.
Mm.
And then she said, press the button over there. There's something there. Use your dexterity. Saving throw.
Alright. RT takes out one of his little mechanical limbs things and then
Yes.
gingerly, carefully. 6.
Then he
No,
pressed
the worst it
6.
could have gone.
It's a nat 6, actually. It's a nat 6. Even worse.
Right. Immediately, Trixar actually jumps over to the side and jumps to where you are. RT, as both of you on the floor, and you can see you can see the wall suddenly slices where she was standing, and then she just like rub her forehead. Wow, that's difficult. Okay, this trap is obviously really, really hard. She speaks out. Either somebody is trying to prevent somebody like us to actually go further forward, or we're not supposed to go through here.
Then Jojo from
That
far
was-
behind. We have another route here.
We could try the other
Yeah,
route.
maybe we take other route. Take other way, maybe. That was far too close.
Matrix out ahead. Alright. Let's leave this spot for now. There must be treasure within. I can sense it.
Jeez, you guys say sense a lot.
Okay, so I can turn
Yes.
it back then.
Yes, they're turning away. Anduin.
Well, if the traps here that is not disarmed yet, but so the chances are there might be something to disarm it on some other hidden room, I suppose.
Roll for insight, Anduin.
Inside, here comes inside. Okay. Hey, shit! Sorry.
Oh, intimidate. You intimidate the traps, and they're scared. Right. Yes, Anduin. Actually, your sense is correct. There must be another device somewhere that actually deactivates the trap. Is it nearby there, or is it somewhere else?
Wait.
I'm unsure.
Hold on. This end, is it a crack wall?
Roll for investigation
Investigation
or perception.
or perception? Okay.
Okay. You investigate the cracked wall. It's broken, yes. But when you peek inside the broken walls itself, Anduin, you notice that there is a particular device inside. Some sort of like a stick or a lever, but it's broken. Perhaps broken a long time ago. What do you want to do?
Okay, since I don't have a force telekinesis, I'm going to call Aslin. Come here.
Mm-hmm.
Try to pull this lever thing on the other end of the wall.
Okay.
He mentioned a lever, to show what lever. Roll for perception with advantage.
Okay.
Perception.
No. Only for Aslin.
Oh, okay.
Aslin need to roll. Okay. He mentioned a lever, Aslin.
Mm-hmm.
Broken, obviously, inside the wall. There is one. But it's already destroyed. It's already damaged beyond repair. It's asking you to actually pull it. Do you pull it?
I'll examine the lever to see if it actually might trigger a trap or not. So how do I do that? Like, I want to examine the lever itself just by sheer looking.
You need to investigate, but no advantage because nobody's helping you. And you need to beat a DC 20.
Okay, it's a miracle, but here we go. Oh man.
You're unsure. Will it activate the traps or anything? But only you and Aslin, only you and Anduin knows about this. Are you gonna tell the rest of the party, or just gonna between both of you?
I'll actually call Thracia here. Thracia. Rixa. Anduin found a lever here that might actually disable the traps. I don't know, but it looks broken and a while ago. And that, like an extremely a while ago. Could you help me examine it? And I basically points to the cracked wall and everything.
She looks at it, and investigate and check. The lever is actually obviously broken, but in order to actually pull this, we need somebody else. We need somebody that's strong. There's nothing to do with anything else, but let's see. All right, let's you move. All right, who's strong here? Who can actually think they can actually pull this? But
Well, I seem to have some strength here. Let me try first.
roll first, right? Yeah, RP is like yeah. Nope. You try to eat, unable to. Then you move to the side. Now, Tudor, you see the cracked wall. You know about the broken lever. Trixa just said it. Anduin and Aslin knows about it. What are you gonna do?
I'm also going to go to this cracked wall that. So you're saying there's a lever, but on the other side of this wall. That needs strength to. Very well then. I reach my hand inside the wall and feel around for the lever.
Mm-hmm.
And when I get it, I see, depending on the angle, whether I need to pull it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when I get my hand on the lever, I'm going to pull it.
All right, you're going to pull it. Right, just roll for strength.
Strength, okay.
Wait, hold on a minute. I thought Gungan's got very long tongue that can actually reach the lever, right?
It's just a tongue. It's not the tongue. Is the tongue strong enough to actually pull something? But then again, Tudor already rolled a 20, so right, that's already settled. Okay, Tudor, you actually pull the lever. Even though it's broken, you heard a sound at the distance. That's it. But you're not sure. The sound echoes around the hall that you're in. Everybody rolls for perception.
Perception.
Oh dear.
Ooh, shit.
Fail. Tudor pass. Okay. Alright. RT pass. Jojo actually pass. Okay, Tudor, because you got a napped. You hear the sound. It's actually some sort like a mechanism, but it's everywhere. It's not just at a certain particular location. It's not where you're centered in right now, but it's everywhere. It's as if you just either activated or deactivate something, like the whole dungeon.
Okay. Seem to have either done something very good or very bad across the entirety of the ruin.
Okay, let me
Insightful.
with that hallway just now. I'm going to try again and throw a rock there and see what happens. Wait. Okay, wrong road.
Oh boy.
Okay, Herbert, I'm going to hit here and throw a rock again and see what happens.
Okay, you do the same. Because you know what you're doing, roll for dex with advantage.
Dex. Okay.
Alright, pass. Nothing happens. You see the rock slide. It slides all the way to the other end of the wall. But nothing happens. You don't see the spinning blade cutting the rocks in half. You don't see anything happening at all.
Okay, so I'll say, all right, guess I'll go first. Very slowly. I'm like literally like almost like
Trixa screams at you and said, Anduin, if anything happens to you, your lightsaber and everything else belongs to me.
I don't have.
It's only fair.
Oh,
RT like beep boop beep boop.
okay, so I'm like walking the hallway, crouching and very cautious, one step at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Right.
So- nothing happened. Okay,
Okay, as you walk there, suddenly you felt something. Roll for dexterity saving throw.
dexterity saving throw.
You fell and tripped. The sand is just too slippery, but nothing happens. That's it.
Oh god, man, you scared us. I'm like,
It seems that the trap has been deactivated.
Okay, so
Anduin.
after I pass through here, I get give them the thumbs up signal. I guess it's safe. So I will continue on here, crouching and walking one step at a time, very cautious.
Trixa like scream, ah damn it, she says. Oh well. Maybe next time, she said.
Alright. What are you pansies waiting for? Come on.
All right. Take it slow down. Did you just jump over me?
Alan,
She pushed you to the side.
Alan, do bring your character.
Okay, so I check nothing much. Wait, is there anything here?
You can check. It's another ruined wall.
Investigation, right, Under? Okay.
Alright. You check the walls itself. The fallen debris. It is just a wall. Ruins itself. Nothing else at the other end.
So I don't sense any air coming through, right?
Nope, you don't sense any air, nothing. Just
Okay.
dust particles and the sand beneath your feet. That's it.
Just so I don't have to rely on Trixa, RT's going to take out his own glow rod and activate it.
Alright. You took your own glow rod, then you activate it. Now,
Wait, I do actually have a glow rod. Why didn't you use them?
actually,
I
you
think-
guys
yeah, I
all
think
have
we
glow
all have.
rods, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all do. It's just that. Okay, there we go. Oh, what's in here?
Trixa follows
See
you.
a skeleton?
Sorry?
Oh, a lot of skeletons.
All right. Get slow.
Right. As you all actually entered this particular room, you see the debris again, the ruins, the rocks all over the walls, all over the floor. But what you notice is not only just the debris itself, but skeletal remains of people, or perhaps something. You're not too sure though. When you look at the skeletal remains, you're not too sure what species they are and how long they've been dead.
What are
Now, gonna go from right to left. Okay, Judge Joe, one action to you. What you wanna do?
Okay, I don't need much. I just see he got the balls or not. Okay.
The balls to go forward. Alright. Okay.
Okay, still confident follow. Then he say, guys, do we? Yeah, you're not confident. Do we still need to explore?
You see the dead remains, Judge Joe. You're not too sure what's forward, of course.
Yes, that's why I say he got this.
Then,
Oh yeah, Jajo had no balls.
right. RT, one action to you. What you wanna do?
RT's gonna trundle forward towards one of the skeletons and try and see if he can tell how long it's been here.
Alright. Hey, for this one, you need to roll for lore.
Right. Okay. Well. Oh, that's not bad.
Well, that's not bad at all. You scan the remains, the skeletal remains. When you look at it, it's been here for quite some time, at least RT. 1,000 years, perhaps 2,000 years. But all you know, thousands of years.
These guys might have been here ever since the last time it's been visited. Thousands of years, probably.
Well,
Trixa heard it and said, And then after that, then Anduin to you. You heard what RT said, unless you have binary.
Wait, I'm sorry.
You have binary, right, Anduin?
Yeah.
Okay. You heard what RT said. The skeleton remains perhaps like 1,000, 2,000 years, centuries maybe.
Wait, what are these skeletons? What are they? Are they
What are they? That one, RT do not know. That one you need to roll for nature.
nature? Okay.
What's it matter? They're dead.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, they're dead.
Nature
Who
on
cares?
what?
Not high enough.
What kind of clothes they are wearing?
Clothes?
I
Nothing.
think the clothes
Yeah,
are rotted away.
yeah,
it's been thousands of years.
they're skeletons.
Okay.
They don't have any clothes on.
So are they armed?
Are they armed? They do have arms, but they are not armed.
I mean, what weapon do they have?
You don't see any.
Okay.
I think it's just skeletons. It's really just the skeleton.
Well, if it's 2,000, that means it's not a good sign.
Well, maybe 2,000. Like, it's enough of a range.
Yes.
Okay.
Now Anduin. Yes, right. Then you just ignore the skeletal remains. Now Aslin, your turn.
Basically, since, it had been established that these skeletons are like thousands of years old, I just say to the group, whatever that's here, then these guys must have definitely failed in acquiring it, meaning we're on the right track. So the more skeletons we see, the closer we'll get to our final destination. We need to be careful.
Destination.
Yeah, Joe is surprised by your statement.
That is some flawed logic.
Right now, Tudor, to you, you heard what Aslin said.
Yes, it seems like if there are skeletons, then there are people dying to traps, essentially is what he said. And I feel like, if that is true, maybe I should avoid the places where the skeletons are, in case they died directly as a result of a trap. And I will communicate this to the rest of the group.
Yeah, they heard you.
Skeletons
Loud
may-
and clear, they heard you.
Sorry?
Yeah, continue.
Well, I think if they died here because of the death, we can't say. But if I look around at this wall surface, do I see any damages like burn marks or the sword slash marks, something like that?
Okay, let Tudor roleplay first, then to you. Okay.
Okay. If these skeletons died as a result of the traps directly, we may be best avoiding them at all costs.
Indeed. We'll be more
Okay, now.
careful.
Okay, now Anduin, roll for investigation on that part of the wall that you're standing on, near the corner.
Okay.
Burnt marks? No. Slash marks? Perhaps. But you're unsure. There are marks on the wall, Anduin, but you're not too sure whether they are slash marks or burn marks. But there are markings. What do you want to do, Anduin? You need to roleplay this.
Okay. So I checked where this skeleton is like. Assume what I see is correct. Their skeletons are more scattered, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this one, the bones, they are more organized, that they form something, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it means that someone might have ransacked this body before.
Maybe.
Okay, so I'm going to check. this guy who probably died later, that his skull, is it like perfect condition that it has no like the broken rib cage or bones or something?
Oh, very detailed. Okay. But that one you don't roll for investigation. That one you have to roll for nature because you're going detail into the bodily structure of the human or alien remains. Roll for nature.
Ouch.
Nope. Perhaps you fail. Okay. You heard what Tudor said. Now, again, go back to Joh-Jo, to you. You heard what Tudor said. What do you want to do?
Jojo is like very nervously say, "You guys have no issue touching it. I see." Step back. So shall we proceed? Let me
Alright,
go for
you said.
something.
Okay, you want to proceed? KRT to you.
Yeah, let's just keep going.
Okay.
Not terribly worried.
Okay, so,
Going.
okay, I'll go through this tight corridor
Mm-hmm.
and very slowly.
Alright. Very slowly.
One step at a time.
Okay. Going one step at a time.
After you resist the urge to push.
Alright. Okay, you move, but now you're inside a circular chamber, Anduin, while waiting for the rest of your companions. Now, Aslin, your turn.
Basically,
Yes.
since I see him like arriving with no issue, I basically walk after him and stands basically here, wait for the rest to to arrive.
Okay. Now you're there. Alright, Tudor, to you.
Okay. Seeing that it's safe, seeing that they've gone through and there's no like sounds of them setting off traps, I'm also going to I'm going to peer down the corridor just a little bit to see how safe it is, and then I'm
Well-
just gonna sort of make my way across the corridor like so. Still a bit nervous about all this, honestly, but I'll be standing next to Anduin.
Okay. Now you're there, the three of you. Tudor, Aslin, and Anduin. You're inside a 15 feet room. You can see some sort of a circular monument beneath you, like right in the middle. Perhaps a statue used to be here. Destroyed, perhaps. But what you see is 4 doors that goes further towards the north, the west, the east, and where you're coming from, the south. Where you can see RT slowly going to where you are right now. Now, gonna go straight to Joh-Jo. Okay, Joh-Jo, to you again. You can move up to 30 feet.
Jojo stayed behind because I'm confident. So he stay here, but he stand here only. Anyone bypass him, he will stick to the wall. Let you go through. But just for fun, anything he notice, like caught his
You notice a
attention.
circular room. Perhaps even a statue used to be here, Joh-Jo. You notice that Trixar actually like walk in and check and investigate the ruins itself. While RT like slowly like slide in, look around. Where you can see 4 rooms, Trixar and said, there's one behind me. It's a rather large chamber. There seems to be another hallway where Anduin is standing. We have to choose where to go. And Trixar then turns. And then after that, now Anduin, your turn. You need to choose to go either straight, up, or where Trixar is. Now Anduin, what do you want to do?
Roach.
Oh, since
We want
yeah,
force.
yeah, no, my Discord suddenly like no sound just now.
Oh,
Okay,
alright.
never mind. So that there are the 3 paths here. So I say, okay, which way do we go first?
Okay. Aslin, to you. Anduin asking a question.
Okay. I basically stand over here. Can I use my perception to see which path technically, quote unquote, air comes through it? Because that's where, we should
Roll a perception 20 DC.
Okay. I
You don't
just
sense any air. The only air you're feeling is the one that you're breathing out right now.
I just simply tell Anduin, I'll follow your lead, my friend.
Alright, I guess we'll just start with the 9 o'clock path first. We'll see what happens.
That works.
Mm-hmm.
All right, okay, Aslin, follow. Tudor. You notice that Anduin just actually went towards the biggest chamber they can see, ignoring the one going to the north and to the east.
Okay.
Do you follow Anduin or you stay in this circular chamber?
I want to move to a position where I can see them.
Okay, so it's like I can't see clearly, so I'm like walking this chamber. I'm like literally clinging to the walls as I walk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Wait, first, before you do anything, hey, Anduin, you better stop moving because you only have a 30 feet movement, remember?
Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Okay,
sorry.
Tudor, to you. Again.
Okay. So it seems like he is safe.
Yes, he is safe. He's moving all over the place, checking the room by himself. No traps, nothing. It seems that whatever you did earlier at that previous chamber, you must have deactivated all the traps.
I see. I'm also going to I'm going to follow in with him. See if I
Alright.
can explore the room myself as well.
Well, actually, personal opinion that guy activate the traps. Are they just trying to keep someone up, or that they are trying to keep someone inside from going out? That's the part I'm a bit concerned about. Chances are there might be something inside.
Alright, okay, Tudor actually go in together with you, Anduin. Now gonna go straight again to Joh-Jo. Joh-Jo, what do you do?
He just follow her behind.
Follow Trixa. Trixa always tells you, stick by my side, Joh-Jo.
No? Have a light.
He just holding the tech stuff in front of him only.
Trixa then look at this marking, she said. Looks old. Now, RT, to you, what do you want to do?
It kind of seems like this is the room we would have gotten into if we just went forward when we first came in.
Yep.
But
Yeah, beep,
I mean,
beep,
it looks
beep, beep.
promising. Whatever that is over there looks promising.
Hold on a second. I want to move over. I want to see something. Because I have a feeling that this room comes out of the room. Yep. This room is directly adjacent to the entrance hall.
That is what I said.
Ah,
Beep boop, beep boop. Just that Tudor don't understand binary.
no, I don't understand binary.
Yeah. Right.
Right.
Okay, Tudor just investigated. Okay, now gonna go from left to right. Okay, Tudor, one action to you.
Okay, sir. I want to see if I can investigate this mural on the floor.
Trixa's actually looking at it right now.
See if it has any relevance in terms of a force-sensitive organization of sorts.
Okay, you look at the mural. Roll 4, lore.
Okay.
Let
And
me roll for
usually-
Trixa first, so that if she passes, she give you advantage. All right, okay. You have advantage on lore.
Okay, I'm not very good at this, so here's hoping.
No, not enough. Trixa looks at it and then looks to you, Tudor. What do you make of this mural? She asks you.
Not entirely sure. Doesn't seem familiar to me. But then again, I've never been very book smart.
And then she looks to it. Both of you still there looking at it though. Now, Aslin, your turn. One action.
I basically walk to I'm pretty sure this is like a certain step like above me. Like this here area. Is it like higher or like can I just walk on it?
Mhm.
Is it higher than me or what? Like this area here.
It's actually higher than you for about roughly about 5-6 feet. Enough for you to actually roll for your athletics to go up easily.
I wanna without like going up, I wanna examine it to see does it like lead to somewhere and or hiding something underneath it. If there is something that is.
Alright, roll for investigation.
Investigation, here we go.
Yeah.
Gonna fail this for sure. It has a +0. Oh, okay.
Okay, you check underneath. Nothing. But when you check on the circular pillars here, these are pillars though. I just didn't put the dynamic lighting on it.
Yeah.
These are actually pillars. These pillars reach the top of the roof itself. Only this part is only like 5 feet high, but this one is roughly about 50 to 30 feet high, touching the ceiling. So, what you actually notice is, other than that, the mural writings on it, all the ancient writings on it, but that's about it. But while you investigate, Anduin, your turn.
Okay, since you say going to climb and check, so I might as well join. So I found here is like a more easier access to climb up. So I'm going to step on this statue's knee, and
Okay.
I'm going to climb up here.
All right, you climb up, huh? Okay, roll for a simple athletic check.
Athletic. Wait, hold on. Oh my. Okay. Athletic.
Okay, all right, you go up easily.
Okay, so what do I see?
You see the statue itself seems to be like roughly mechanical. What do you want to do? Other than that, you're on the top.
So I am going to tell Aslin what I see here.
Interesting. Perhaps this is
While you do that, okay, RT, your turn.
RT is going to just kind of run at the what's it called? Just the 5-foot wall thing, partition. I don't know. And he's going to try and climb it to get to the very interesting thing on the other side.
All right, simple athletic.
All right, athletics. Oh, sick.
All right, you just do a simple boost jump, and you're on top. And you head
Alright.
towards that really old ancient sarcophagus.
Ooh.
And you look at it. Ooh. Roll for lore.
I really want. All right, lower.
Okay, so something tells me we should.
Gotta have something valuable in it.
You look at it. Some of it's made of gold, though. You've never seen gold like this before. So extravagant, so beautiful, RT. But roll for wisdom saving throw, RT, to resist to push it.
I mean, I was going to, honestly. So I don't think I need to. I just will.
Wait.
Okay, but Anduin saw it though. Anduin, you saw RT jumping up and looking at the sarcophagus, like you see, like the excitement of beep boop beep.
Okay, so I say instead of open this thing, does this droid have any X-ray scanning that can scan the insides? Something
You better talk to RT about it. I do not know.
Huh?
Okay, so I came here, RT. Do you have the those are X-ray scanner thing they use for airports. You might can use on them.
RT turns to you and is like, huh? As he's holding a fusion cutter about to open it. A what?
You might want to scan the insides first before you decided to open. This is like a Pandora box kind of scenario.
What do you think I am? A airport security? I don't have that.
Wait, you're a droid. I should just check your list here.
Trixa looks to you, RT, and then she said, "Don't touch anything, RT." But now going to Joh-Jo. Joh-Jo, what do you want to do?
Seeing they are doing all the crazy thing, let me roll for this one again. Okay, he's still calm.
Yes, you calm. But you notice that the droid feels like trying to do something, but you notice that the young Jedi Anduin is there together with the droid.
And then Joh-Jo just say, Joh-Jo asking again, is this safe?
It's fine. Oh, no, you can't understand me. Beep boop up.
Beep boop up, beep boop up.
He say loudly, then you people come back loudly. Oh, you mean it's okay, okay. He assume it's okay.
Alright.
Alright, okay. Alright. Now going back to Tudor again. Tudor, you and Trixa were just looking at the mural on the floor. Not sure who or what is this. There's writings on the floor, but it's all in ancient text. Now, Tudor, what do you want to do?
Well, seeing as everyone seems to be coming up here, I'm going to. Well, I can't get up there is the thing because I have 20 feet of movement speed, which will get me here. Even if I dash, I can't then jump up onto
Yes.
this. Because
Yes.
how far off the ground is the platform?
5 feet high. That's it.
Okay, I'll probably be able to grab the ledge and kind of pull my way up, but for the time being, I am going to I'm gonna try and get up there. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna. It's kind of.
You should have been a Gungan.
It'd just be way too much effort. It'd be way too much effort, so I'm going to just. I'm going to continue looking at this mural to read the ancient text. If there's some sort of pattern I can figure out in the text, then it would definitely go a long way to deciphering it.
Trixa will always give you advantage, so you can roll for lore with advantage.
Okay.
Okay, 18. You look at the ancient text, trying to actually remember, like, what is it? But you can't actually decipher it. Maybe the text is just too written in really ancient dialects, but the words itself seems familiar to you, but you're not too sure what. So you took your time, like, looking at it. Now, Ashley, your turn.
Can I sense if anything coming from the sarcophagus? Like, is it the source of the power?
This whole room is filled with dark side. Even if you try to sense it, it's just gonna be the same thing. Dark side.
Yeah,
That's it.
I just simply tell Anduin, Anduin, be careful of the sarcophagus. Let's not try and trigger anything. In the meantime, come and help us with deciphering the glyphs here down below. I'll basically roll lore to see if I could actually read it.
Alright, roll for lore. You always have advantage.
Wait, you're asking me to read hieroglyphs?
To come and help us read the hieroglyphs.
Yes.
I can't read unless my
Now, more oppressed never teach you to read, he teach you to fight. That's it.
worst thing is none of us will bring our Google Translate scanner.
No, they call it the Galactic Translator. Okay, alright. Google Translator. Anyway,
Yep.
alright. Okay, roll for lore. Okay, Anduin can jump down and do the same thing if he wants to. But
Alright.
Anduin, alright, okay, Aslane fail. Okay, but Anduin, before you do anything, roll for insight. Before you jump down, actually. Before you jump down. Okay, before you jump down, you actually stare and looking at RT. And then you're looking at the mural. You think to yourself, maybe you shouldn't leave the droid here by itself. It's like you're unsure because you feel as if the droid's gonna do something. We're not too sure what. But
I mean, with the 21 inside, it seems pretty obvious he's itching to open it.
yes.
Honestly.
So yes, Anduin actually knows like RT is gonna do something. So Anduin, are you gonna let RT just push the sarcophagus, or you just jump down to the mural? You choose. You choose. You know RT is gonna push it. Try to push it. That's all.
Okay, I'll say. Okay, droid, please do not open this sarcophagus, please. It might be cursed.
RT is going to look at you blank-faced and say, "Is that an order?"
Okay.
I mean, technically, I only have the one face, but still.
Okay, RT, move. Get back down, or I'll turn off your Wi-Fi function. Go.
Wi-Fi function. Okay.
That's enough internet for today.
Right.
RT
Now it's
doesn't have a
RT's turn.
response.
Okay, RT, what are you gonna do? You heard what Anduin said.
RT is going to check and see if there's any kind of traps on this sarcophagus lid.
Alright. Checking for traps. You need to roll for investigation.
Yeah. Alright. Like any kind of latches or any kind of something that might
It might
affect
be-
something.
You check. You walk all over, you turn around the whole place, 360. Checking the edges, and everything. But you don't see anything that could symbolize or resemble a trap mechanism. But the only thing you know is this sarcophagus or the lid itself is heavy or extremely heavy. It's gonna take like a lot of your strength just to actually push it.
Yeah, I'm probably too weak to push it, which is why I'm going to take this fusion cutter and cut a hole.
Right. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a long time to cut it though.
Probably would take a while, and that's my turn. So,
Alright. Okay. Alright, gonna take a while. Okay, Jojo, your turn.
I think you can pass my turn. He just worry this and that, making all the useless sound noise.
So you
everything.
actually looking at RT, taking out a fusion cutter and trying to cut the sarcophagus open.
Instead of hack anything, I think he hacked the stuff only, the tech stuff.
All right. Okay. All right. Now Tudor, to you.
Okay, so it seems like the text is far too ancient to make out at this stage.
For now, yes. But more investigation or more lore checking will probably actually decipher it. Probably could take some time. That's all.
Okay, I'm going to try again. I'm going to try to make further progress in deciphering this writing.
Let me actually
Right.
help you with this one. So I'll roll lore first. Yep.
Okay. All right. Now, Tudor have advantage, which is actually just advantage +2.
Okay.
Ooh, 9 +2. Not enough.
Okay,
Try
so
to check.
it seems like what I've done is I've made an error in my judgment and gone I've made an error in my judgment and spent my time correcting that error. Is I believe what I would have done.
Alright. Okay. And then after that was done, we check again. But this time, Ashley, your turn. You actually assisted Tudor, but is unable to decipher the writings on the floor. Ashlyn, what are you gonna do?
Let's see. I'm gonna also try like lore on my own. This has to be the secret. Oh, I forgot advantage from her.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yes,
Still the same
15.
thing. That will be my action. Now it became a matter of principle to decipher this writing.
All right. Okay, Anduin, your turn.
Well, I'm still checking her. I'm like, all right.
You can ignore RT. RT is gonna take a long time to actually cut through that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, so so I then okay. I'm heading that down to help disciples some runes. So I climb the halfway. I say, and don't do anything. I got my eye on you, RoboCop. Jump back there down. And start my-
Me.
RT is like, "Do. Me. Okay, now Anduin, you're there. You can see Aslin, Tudor, Trixa looking at those words. But you're not too sure. They're unable to actually decipher it. Now, Anduin, now it's your turn to roll for lore with advantage.
Okay, lore. Technically, I hate studying, but if I get what?
What? You jump down, you turn to RT, you look at it, and then you realize that, wait, I've seen these words before, Anduin. You think to yourself.
And
Because ever since you were a Padawan, ever since you were a young boy, you have always gone through Master Maul's oppress old books. He never actually got rid of it, even though Yoda kept on asking him to do so. But Maul oppress always tell you that this is just a memento to tell you and tell himself that the times when things were dark is a reminder to himself that he will never fall into anymore. These are all ancient Sith writings. You have seen this in Maul oppress books. It's been in the history. You look at the words itself, it's all in Sith. That's the reason why perhaps Tudor Aslin couldn't decipher it.
Oh, okay. So is it? Oh, okay. So
You need to role play this, okay? You need to role play this to the others.
So I tell my party, wait. I think I've seen these writings before. My master's books. I recall these symbols, but the Jedi Order, they don't really allow me to read that, but my master says otherwise. Oh, okay. So I'm going to translate. Let's see what I can come up with.
Okay,
Oh.
you translate it. Trixa looks to you, and says, "So, speak it out. What does it say?" She asks you. And then you decipher what is written there on the floor. To Turdo, RT doesn't care. RT is just gonna be like, "Eeet," trying to actually melt the metal as fast as possible. And
Yeah.
Aslin and Turdo and the others just like listen. This is what they actually see. Tulak Hord. This is the tomb of Tulak Hord, I think. Tulak Hord was a dark lord of the Sith that ruled during the early Sith Empire, but started off as a student of the dark side. The first of many. Rising through the ranks, he was feared by his rivals. Thousands worshipped him. Thousands feared him. He mastered the art of lightsaber combat and manipulation of the Force with power, and he ruled for thousands of years during the time of the Old Republic, during the time when the Jedis were new. So it seems that Anduin, whatever RT is doing, he's actually cutting through to a sort of tomb of Tulak Hord. So whatever's inside that tomb is what is owned by Tulak Hord.
Mhm.
So
So
what do you want to do, Anduin?
wait. So after I read this guide. So according to law, is it even in the death that guy is very dangerous?
Sith Lords are mostly always dangerous. But it seems that this is actually a tomb. Is it a tomb to him? Or is it a tomb to worship him? Only one way to find out. But he is actually a very strong lightsaber duelist. And also unable to actually manipulate the Force to his will.
Okay,
So whatever's
so
inside
after
there is valuable.
I read that I found out. I tell Ati, no, stop, no. Stop!
What's that? I can't hear you over the welder.
Okay, I'm so going to turn off your Wi-Fi. I'm going to climb up again. No, stop! Stop! This is a Sith Lord tomb. So the thing is, after you open, there's something more worse than curse. So please,
Uh-huh.
turn off that fusion cutter the thing that you're so intent to use it. Please.
Right. Okay. You can oppose roll this if you want to. Okay. All right. So it's gonna be persuasion versus wisdom saving throw.
Persuasion. Okay.
Mm.
Okay, let's go with wisdom saving throw.
No, wisdom saving throw is RT, not you. You are persuasion.
Nah, I'm good. I'll stop.
Good.
Seems to be so bothered by the floor, whatever it told you, that apparently this thing is super dangerous.
Right. Okay, RT, you stopped the moment you listened to Anduin, what Anduin said. Joh-Jo, you heard what Anduin said. It seems that you're the tomb of some ancient Sith Lord, whatever that is. You think to yourself, what do you want to do, Joh-Jo?
Okay, because a lot of people he's still calm, but he say this. Did I hear safe? Should we still stay here?
Brix actually touches your shoulder, Joh-Jo, and said, don't worry. The Sith Lord's long dead. What can a dead body do to us anyway? She laughed. Now, Tudor, to you.
Knowing that this is the tomb of a of a powerful Sith Lord. Now, just to clarify, out of character, we were sent here to recover some sort of artifact.
Yes, correct. That's what Anakin Skywalker asked you to do before
Yeah, wouldn't
the other Sith Lords come over and retrieve it. That's the reason why the Black Suns are here, to do the same
You know-
thing that you're supposed to do.
if
I
it was
see.
anywhere, wouldn't it be in the tomb?
People pointing at it with his particular finger.
I was actually thinking the exact same thing, and I will relay that to them. The artifact we have come for. It may be within the possession of Hord himself. As long as it is to say, we may have to fight.
We may have to even desecrate his grave, but since he's a Sith Lord, I think desecrating his grave would be okay. After all, Sith Lords
Yeah.
Desecrate the grave? Okay.
Sith Lords. Wait. I'm not.
Continue. It's like RT.
Since after all, Sith Lords are, even in death they are not shown any mercy. So I say desecrating the grave of a Sith Lord is gonna grant us a medal, maybe, once we retrieve this artifact and give it back to the council.
As I recall,
Okay,
can I ask, why is Joh-Jo making so many wisdom saving throws?
Because he's trying to be in character by trying to not be too scared of the current situation.
Yeah.
He is perpetually wigging out.
Yes, he always run away.
I
Wait.
see.
Wait, something's not right. If this is the tomb of this Sith Lord and Black Suns are here, but question is, what are these Black Suns trying to find? Is it the
You don't
vault
know.
or some relic? And if I'm right, I think something like holocron stuff. I think.
Well, pirates will always do anything for money nowadays. Even somebody tell them that, hey, there's this ancient temple down here on this planet. I want you to actually try and retrieve it for me. But now, since guys are here, and because you managed to save Arashi that time, she actually led you to the proper temple, while the Black Suns is in some other temples within the planet itself, looking for the wrong artifact. So now you're at the right track. So that's it. Okay, now Sudo actually explained to the rest of the party. Now, Aslin, your turn.
So, My best guess would be that the artifact is in the sarcophagus itself, but how do we verify that the artifact in question is inside of it and not, kept somewhere else?
Look, I'm getting some very conflicting information here. Do you want me to desecrate the tomb or not?
Oh no.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop.
I would say desecrating it, yes, but we need to verify that the treasure is inside of it before we do that. Otherwise, it's a waste of time desecrating a grave and the thing we want is not even there.
Whoa, wait. In a more compassionate way of saying it, can you just let the Sith Lord rest in peace at least for once?
He's a Sith Lord. To him,
Yeah.
the word peace means
But
enslaving the
Anduin-
galaxy.
Ah,
But
but
Anduin, the reason why Anakin Skywalker and your master, Maul Opress, sent you here as part of this trial is to retrieve this ancient Sith artifact before Count Dooku's actually take it for himself.
okay.
Exactly, and
Oh.
then we have to desecrate the grave. It's
Okay.
It's like you have no choice, in a word, but
But
that's what you will do.
at least before we open, we need to make sure there's nothing very dangerous.
Well, if Anduin gonna pray to the Dark Lord and said, "Oh, Dark Lord of the Sith, we are gonna desecrate your tomb. Please do not attack us after this."
No, but okay, let's open it. I'll just put 3 Joe sticks in front of the tomb later. Okay.
Really? You put a light stick in front of as a prayer? Okay.
I need Joe stick.
All right.
You know what I'm thinking? He take
Uh-huh.
the 3 light stick. You know the Chinese, the 3 stick. Then pray in front.
Yeah, the Joe stick 三支香啊
All right. Okay. So are you gonna wait for RT to literally burn through it? Because it's gonna take a long time.
Yeah, I'm cutting a droid-shaped hole in the side. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Alright, RT, do your thing, but
make the hole a little bit bigger.
how about you just cut the clean line and so we can lift this top cover.
Pixar looks to all of you and said, "Do you know we can just push the lid down, right? Instead of cutting it?"
Oh yeah. I just basically come here. All right, gang. On the count of
Okay.
on the count of 3, we'll open this thing, and if you saw something,
Huh?
scary and out of familiar, just know that's the Sith Lord in question. So whatever you do cut his
Oh.
head and desecrate
Okay.
his body.
Who's going
Artie's
to-
gonna move out of,
All right.
Oh,
Who is going to
gonna move
push?
out of the way.
Who is going to push? Who is going to push?
We each take one corner so we can lift this thing up. We try not to damage it at least.
So Tudor is gonna be down here.
Yep,
Alright.
I'm down here because I can't really get up.
Okay. All
I
right.
need legs for
All
that.
right. Okay. So RT, stop cutting through. So I'm waiting for the outcome.
Yeah, I
for them
stopped
pushing.
cutting through, and I'm not strong enough to help. So
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'll basically
Now, who's gonna push?
I'll basically assist either Anduin or Prexa in opening this thing.
All right. Tricks for strength 14. No enough. Okay. Now, Aslin, Anduin, roll for strength.
Alright, here comes. Strength.
Ooh.
You think
The power of the dark side flows through your hands the moment you touch the sarcophagus. Anduin, you can feel the energy coursing through your veins to your body. You feel strength coming towards you. You're unsure why. But the moment you actually push, okay, Anduin, you receive 150 EXP.
150 XP. Okay, let me add into my XP first.
But at the same time, RT, Joh-Jo, and Tudor roll for your perception.
Okay, rolling perception. Here we go.
Okay, add
should I roll for
I-
perception as well?
No, because you're busy pushing.
Oh, okay.
You're
So-
busy.
the XP
Okay.
now is 15.
Okay. Actually, you have more than that. It's just that you never keep track of your EXP, Roach. I put it in the Excel sheet. You need to keep track of your EXP.
I just add the last 2 weeks EXP and then the 150 you passed me just now.
All right, okay. All right, that's part of it. Okay, now, okay, two-door. You can see them pushing the lid down as it falls. Boom. But at the same time, you notice that the door towards the northeast suddenly appear and close with a loud boom. And then Joh-Jo noticed that the other door suddenly closes and boom. And then the one to the south suddenly closes and boom. But also at the same time, what you actually notice inside the sarcophagus, Anduin and also Aslin and also Trixar noticed that and said, "There's nothing here. There's no bones. There's no skeletal remains. Nothing. The only thing you see, Aslin and also Anduin, is this." Wait, yeah, forgot, wrong button. Anduin's like, "It seems that my purpose is complete. I will take over Darth Maul and be the new Sith Lord." Do you say that, Anduin? No, right? Oh, sorry, that's me. Okay, anyways, the only thing you see is just a lightsaber hilt. But, two-door, the moment the door closes, you notice that all the statues towards the north and the south started to crack open. And Joh-Jo also notices this slightly, but a surprise. And you see mechanical construct suddenly appear and crashes through and then destroy their what seems to be their own tomb appear before you.
Okay. I will yell loudly, "We're being ambushed! Throw your weapon!"
You don't say!
Roll for
I
initiative.
told you we should have cut a hole.
Yes.
I told you we should have cut a hole. I knew it. I knew we should have cut a hole.
Hey man.
Okay.
Some of us wanted to desecrate a grave, so yeah.
Well, I guess I'm technically unprepared, but these two tools, I will have to temporarily use it first.
Alan, it's not your turn. You cannot move immediately.
Yeah. Yeah. I forgot to roll my initiative. Hold on. Initiative. Okay.
Is it? Is it? I cannot measure.
No, you can measure, but I thought you wanna move.
Am I the first time playing this game, please?
All right. Okay. Then roll for initiative already, yeah?
Oh boy.
All right. You notice two actually like jump down, trying to actually attack. Now, need to go around here, round one, at. The droids were just like slowly coming out from the remains of their tombs itself, going to attack. But they all slowly actually like notice. They all like jump down and all initiate at the same time. Round one. Okay, gonna be changing the music. Okay. This one. The other three are still being activated. And quickly jump towards Aslin and attacks.
Wait. What is that?
What do you mean, why is that?
Looks like a Megatron kind of thing.
No, it's Necron. It's Necron.
Oh shit. Oh, so we're up against the Necron. Okay.
Alright. Okay, Aslin, what's your armor class?
15. I just put it there, the blue thingy.
Okay. Alright, okay, everybody, please put your armor class into the circular icon so I don't have to ask. So it'll be faster for me. At least I know if I hit or miss.
Is this the blue one?
Yeah, the blue one. The blue one. Alright, okay. The Temple Droid jump in front of you, Aslin. You're surprised at first. It swings its heavy metal arms at you, trying to punch you in the face, but you quickly duck and it misses. And done. Now, Jojo Fei, your turn. You notice the Temple Droid is jumping and attacking. The others next to you have not been activated yet, but they're slowly coming out from their shell. You can still shoot them before they could do anything.
Shoot, I just wrote the music. He's running away.
Oh, you try to run away, but you realize that the door is closed.
And he reached
Steel
here, then
doors block the
he
way.
screamed. He reached here and he saw the door is closed. He screamed, "Get out! It's closed! We are trapped!"
Let me.
Basically,
Tudor, you notice Jojo. Notice that the creature emerges from their long slumber, jumping down. What do you want to do?
Okay. I will say I'm going to declare there is no. So I will. Sorry, I'm
So
not.
true.
My character's not stuttering. I am. Sorry. We have no chance to run. We must stand and fight. And I will move here, and I will make an attack with my saber axe
Right.
against this one.
Okay. It's just slowly coming out. Haven't acted yet. Roll to
Pardon?
hit. They
Oh,
slowly coming out. You can just attack. Okay, that's a hit. Damage.
Need damage.
press on the word saber axe. In
Yeah,
the
just
chat.
press
the
In the
word
chat.
saber
In the
axe.
chat. The word in the chat. You click on
Oh,
it.
okay.
and-
Saber axe. Yeah, the damage will appear.
Yeah.
All right, 7.
energy damage with my
Alright,
saber
okay.
axe.
You damage it. You cut off like one of his arms. It fell. Ting, tang, ting. And the creature's red eyes blazing, as you can see, is crystalline. Eyes looking at you directly, Tudor. But he didn't
Okay,
say a
then.
word. Then after that, do you have any other special abilities like a reaction, bonus action?
I do have a react. I do have a I have a reaction. It's I didn't put the description of it of the
Mhm.
of my of my force power in. I can do that now.
Okay.
There we are. Okay, so that's my reaction. I don't actually have a bonus action yet.
Okay. No worries. Okay. This one jumps and then faces you. Now, RP. You see Tudor actually slices at one of the droids. This ancient looking droid. You've never seen such a droid like this before. Must be 1,000 over years old, you think to yourself. What do you want to do?
All right. Let's see here.
Haven't acted
How
yet.
tall is? Yeah, how tall is this sarcophagus here?
Let's just now. Let's say if you're gonna be like 6. Let's assume you're human size or 6 feet. So it's roughly about 4 feet.
It's about 4 feet. All right. Well, I could probably use it for some amount of cover. RT will move to. I mean, there's not really a good spot to be behind here. Like, just I'm trying to aiming for like in the middle of these 4
Mhm.
squares here.
All right.
I'll just kind of awkwardly be there. Ish.
Okay, in cover. Okay.
And I take out my blaster, and I'm gonna aim at this fella over here, and it
Mhm.
will proc sneak attack if it hits. So let's see.
Okay, roll to hit.
Okay.
Oh, it
Is
doesn't.
a 10 hit?
No, it doesn't hit.
Oh, wow.
Doesn't hit. You
Oh,
shoot.
he helped.
Okay, Aslin, you notice that RT actually glide over, shoot this creature in front of you, but it just hits this metal armor. That's it. Now it's your turn, Aslin.
Basically, I pull out my lightsaber and straight away attack him.
Mhm.
So here is to roll. Hopefully, I hit. No.
Oh, nope.
But, can I use my inspiration? So I
You
can,
better.
Yeah, definitely. So let me just take that off.
You have
What
inspiration.
the fuck?
What the?
Okay.
Holy moly! Okay, I think it must be because of
That
Tulak
isn't-
Hord. The Ancient Sith Lord is causing this. Causing you to
I have,
roll this.
I have no.
That is incredible. I have never seen an inspiration wasted like that before.
Yes, first time.
I
First time.
blame Roll20, man. I blame Roll20. They should not.
No, you can't blame Roll20. It's okay. You can't blame Roll20. You can't blame Roll20 for this. This is what you
I
roll.
mean,
This is what you roll.
I mean,
Okay.
it happens, I guess.
It happens.
But like,
It happens.
Man, that
Yeah.
sucks.
When shit happens, shit happens. All right, okay, Anduin, you pick up the two lightsaber. You ignited it. One is red. The black hilt is red. The semi-black one is purple. But
Purple.
you have disadvantage because I don't think you know how to use two-weapon fighting.
No, but I'll keep the silver one on the waist, but I'll use one of the black.
The red one, the red black. Okay, the red lightsaber. All right, okay,
It's like,
okay. Roll to hit.
all right, roll the hit. So
Wait, you have to move though. You're still here, Anduin. You're still very far away. You need to be close.
2 squares. Oh, okay, I'm going to hit him. Okay, I don't have a lightsaber description, but I can add later. But I'll roll for strength, right?
Roll to hit. Roll to hit. Roll melee. Yeah, just roll for your strength. You have the modifier there. Plus your proficiency of +2 already.
Okay.
Nope, doesn't hit. You swing. Nothing. Do you have any other special abilities like force powers that is a reaction or a bonus action?
Bonus action. I don't really have any attack. Well, I don't think that cause harm can do much. Is a droid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's like it's like life drain kind of move. I don't think it goes on droids.
Alright, droid's turn. Jump.
But you want me to give access to Roach character sheet? I put a lightsaber in this character sheet.
Okay.
Alright, here, wait. Let me open up Anduin's character sheet. Yeah.
Alan，幫我加埋blaster pistol 喂，我 last 我有攞個 handgun。
Blaster pistol, okay.
Okay, Roach. Moving forward, I think you should also learn how to create your character by yourself. At least learn and practice. It's been years already. Even in Dungeons and Dragons, it's time for you to actually learn how to use your character sheet properly. Okay, piece of advice. Okay, Temple Droid attacking Joh-Jo. Joh-Jo, your armor class is 10, is it?
16.
What?
15.
Oh, because I don't see the number here. Oh, okay, I click on it. 16, not 15.
Oh, okay.
16. Okay, rolling to hit. Whisper roll. Okay. And the droid misses, but this one actually jumps. Hey, wait, I just realized I forgot one character here.
Who?
Yeah, just duck that.
Exar. Okay. Jumps in.
Oh,
Okay,
shit,
Trudeau.
two of them.
Alright, rolling to hit. Okay, Trudeau, your armor class is 15. Okay, you can roll to hit. And Trudeau, what's your HP?
I have 15 hit points.
Okay. So you have 15 hit points and 15 armor class.
Yes.
Alright, okay, rolling to hit. Okay, I got a 10. Nope. You saw that one coming, you block the swing from the droid with your handle of the battle axe. And then nothing happens. Now round 2, but round 2 is not ended yet. Temple Droid. Okay, Temple Droid actually swings and then punches at Aslin Rail, and his range is 15, rolling to hit. Okay, let me roll, and it's a 6. Nothing happened. Aslin, you saw the attack coming, you block with your lightsaber, and the Temple Droid unable to actually penetrate. Now, Joh-Jo, your turn.
Okay, this one for bonus roll. Okay. More
You're
than
not
half is-
terrified. Below 10, you're scared. Here, you're brave enough.
Okay. Let me see. I use this one, see hit or not.
18 is a hit. Because it's a droid. Does this weapon do any effect to droids?
Wait
I think it's only ion damage that droids have issue with, not lightning.
Ah, okay. So if it's a 7, it's 7. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Unless
7 damage.
unless I think it's a human, then yeah.
Oh, okay. This one is like shocking gaps. If I hit anything metal, I roll for advantage. That's all.
Oh, roll again. Just in case you get a 20.
Wait, why can I roll?
I mean, Aslan got two ones. Maybe you'll get a 20.
Yeah, maybe.
2020. Oh, I
Weird
haven't seen
things.
that in ages. The 2020.
Oh,
Oh, nope. Nothing. All right.
I
Okay.
don't know.
Tudo, your turn. You're now facing 2 of these Temple Droid Guardians. What do you want to do?
Okay,
You're going to be facing 3 soon. This one's coming at you.
I see.
Oh boy.
But just say he go closer to the door, hoping the door can open.
I'm going to yell down. I could use some help. They're gaining on us. I'm going
just
to,
get
because
attacked.
I've already attacked that this one. I'm going to attack it again.
Mm-hmm. Get roll for it.
My character sheet's here. So I'm going to. Let's see, saber axe.
Is it a hit?
Well, nope, it's not.
So that's not a hit.
No, not a hit. Not a hit. Not a hit.
Oh boy.
Any
Okay.
other special gimmicks? Any other special abilities? No?
The only special abilities I have are action, reaction from range, and action. So no, I don't necessarily have any bonus actions that I can use.
Okay. Alright, there's nothing. The
Um,
Temple Guardian moves towards you.
yeah, there's
Okay.
No-
Now gonna
nothing
roll
right
for
now.
now gonna roll for attack. Okay. Oh, it's been roll. And nope, it's a 4. You saw the attack from this one coming, raising its metal arm with an extended sword, trying to slice at you, Tudor, but you block it again with the heel of your blade. Now you are facing 3 opponents by yourself. Okay, RT, your turn.
All right. I guess I'll give him a little bit of help. Gonna take a shot at this one over here.
Okay.
Blaster pistol. This should get sneak attack if I hit.
Yep, if you hit.
Come on.
Roll.
19.
It's a
That'll
hit.
do it.
It's a hit.
Yes. Right in the back of the
Nine.
head.
9 HP damage. Okay, put that.
You can roll for advantage normally.
Well, I mean, I'm not, flanking them, and I'm not hiding. But,
Yeah, just hiding.
but I will bonus action attempt to hide, and maybe when the droid turns around, it won't see me. So bonus
Yes.
action attempt to hide.
All right, roll for it.
11. That's
Okay,
not great.
your stealth.
Alright.
They probably notice you with
It'll
their
have to do.
passive. They're passive. They probably notice you with their passive. Okay, Aslin, your
Oh,
turn.
well.
Earlier on,
light side
it was
damage.
bad for you, but now, perhaps this time. Okay, that's a hit.
And I'll also be using one force point, which to activate this ability called Double Strike. I'll basically roll an extra d4 on top of my damage. So
Okay, roll to it.
this here is 10,
10
which is
plus 4.
yeah, 10.
D4, D4,
Yeah,
roll
yeah,
D4.
yeah. And here's my d4, which is 3.
Okay, you deal a serious damage to it, slicing its stomach area, and after the head, but still, you see wires dangling, and you notice his red eyes looking at you. Now it's Trisa's turn. Trisa is gonna be shooting at this to help Tudo. Okay, 21 and damage 9. Okay, Tudo, you notice the RT and Trixa is actually shooting at this droid, but it's still moving. And Anduin, your turn.
Okay, continue. Race time. Since it's like I'm so near, I'm going to hold my sword in a like stabbing motion and then stab. Okay. Wait. Lightsaber. Oh, okay. Let me try. Lightsaber.
Not enough. 7 is too low. Do you have any special powers or gimmicks that bonus action or whatever you have?
Bonus action, no, but wait, I still got a vibro dagger, which I'm more proficient with it. Wait, can I still
Okay.
attack?
No, you cannot attack anymore. You're already done with your lightsaber.
Okay.
Okay, Temple Droid attacking Jojo. Yeah. Alan, why do you have to use my cat's name, man? It's so weird hitting my own cat, man.
Hey, it's actually Joh-Jo. It's not Jojo.
Jojo. My cat is sleeping next to me right now. Every time I say Jojo, my cat looks at me. Anyway,
Is that a
Alright.
JoJo reference?
yeah, it's not me, it's Jojo. Anyways, I got a 10. Okay, miss. And you duck, Jojo, and misses, but this droid attacks you, Tudo. Rolling to hit. Okay. Multi attack. And I got 16. And you receive 5 bludgeon damage, Tudo, from this one.
Yeah.
Punches
5
you in the
plus-
face.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now round 3. Okay, Jojo, your turn.
Okay.
Shock it. Oh, 10. No enough.
He tried to touch him, but didn't manage to molest him. Oops.
You touch the chest of the droid. The droid blushes. Not kidding about that. Anyways, the droid. This one attacks you, Aslin. Rolling to hit. Okay, where is my macros? Okay, here it is. Swings his arms to you, left or right, and got a 7 and misses. This one attacks you, Trudeau. Rolling to hit. Should I use that? And okay. This one hits you, Trudeau. Roll 20, but only for 2 bludgeon damage.
Okay.
Now it's your turn.
My turn.
This one is seriously damaged. This one is damaged.
And the one also where
Yeah,
hitting is seriously
This one.
damaged.
I can't actually see the one over here, so so that means my character can't see it. So I'm going to attack this one with
Okay,
my
roll to it.
saber axe.
Oh, and misses. You
Okay,
hit the
then.
side, but your saber axe couldn't penetrate its thick armor.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Okay,
At the
Better hope
moment, that's
RT.
all I can actually do.
Yeah, RT, your turn.
I would tell you to get away from it, but you don't understand me, so I'm just gonna keep trying to get rid of one of your 3 assailants. So let's see here. 12, does a 12 hit?
No, it doesn't hit.
Damn, well, that's about all I can do.
That's all. Alright. Yeah, Aslin, your turn.
Same thing. Same thing as before. Lightsaber attack. 15.
That's a hit.
15 is a hit, and I'll be rolling for damage. That's an 8, because I only have 3 force points left, so I want to conceive them. But does an 8 kill him? 8 damage?
It's destroyed.
Mm-hmm. I basically...
You better move.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'll basically...
Safe to door.
Oh, yeah, I'll
I rolled-
definitely land right here, behind this robot's back. That way I'll have quote-unquote sneak attack.
Sneak attack doesn't work that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But how come I rolled 15 also didn't hit? He rolled 15 hit,
No, you roll 15 hit just now.
Huh? I hit, is it?
No, because you roll a 10.
You rolled a 10,
I was always-
not 15.
Yeah. You have
electroshock
a-
attack metal with advantage.
Oh yeah. Against
Does
metals.
it carry over?
Uh,
Does it carry over?
1 damage anyway.
Okay, one damage it is. Alright. Okay, that's done. Trixa actually attacks, but Trixa actually attacks this one. Oh wait, no. I think Trixa will probably attack this one, just in case. And okay. That's a hit. Damage 13. This one's destroyed. Trixa actually shot it through the stomach, and after a wire's like dangling over.
Oh, finally.
Then she quickly move. Now, Anduin, your turn.
Okay.
You better save Joh-Jo.
Huh?
Joh-Jo is in trouble.
Okay, so this one died.
yeah.
2 hits, Joh-Jo will be down, 2 hits.
Okay, so okay, I saw another one here, right? Okay, so
Mhm.
I'm going to jump down. Wait.
30 feet, yeah? 30
Ah.
feet, yeah? I don't think you can move that far.
Wait, hold on.
You'll
from
be
here?
you'll be here base. Oh yeah, that's correct. That's 30 feet.
Okay, 30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you hit. You can hit.
Okay.
These
Okay,
people take 10 feet by 10 feet square.
Okay. Two-handed, like saber slash,
That's a hit.
and attack from the back. Okay. Okay. Roll for damage.
7. Okay. You damage it, but you know enough to down it. Now, the creature faces you.
Wait, one of my allies is like dying. So I stab him on the back and say, "Pick someone your own size." Okay.
What's your armor class, Anduin? The creature actually turns to face you and swing with his blade.
Yeah.
And
Because
okay.
after I stab, I try to get his attention. So his attention on me lah. Okay. Yeah.
You got slash for 3 slashing damage. You got 3 HP left.
Ah shit.
Now, this one attacks Tudo, rolling to hit.
Wait, I still got the land 8 move. Yeah. But
Tudo, you got hit again. You got slash for 3 HP damage. Tudo, I think you have 5 HP left.
Yep, I do.
Alright. Okay, now is round 4. Joh-Jo, your turn. We have to roll to hit. Yep, with advantage. You got 24 hit damage.
1 more point to 20.
1 HP damage. I thought you're gonna deal some heavy damage. Still okay. It's still alive.
1d8, I only deal 8-1. Okay.
Right. 5d8 and 1 damage. Tudo, your turn.
My turn. Now you said this one was the most damaged out of these. Was the more damaged out of these two.
The one that's most damaged is gone now. This one is the second one to be damaged by you earlier on.
Okay. Then I'm going to attack that one.
Right. Roll
Oh,
to hit.
come the heck on!
Whoa. 6. Disadvantage. And it's not even a
Natural
disadvantage.
12.
Yeah,
So-
natural. But you hit, but your axe couldn't penetrate. Maybe it's due to the power of the dark side in this temple, Tudo. It's like your lightsaber is unable to hit. But hopefully RT could do something on this one.
Alright, so T is going to kind of move up a bit closer next to Blue Lady. And see if I have any better luck this time. Let's go. Come on, Blast Pistol on this fella.
You took your pistol and you took aim. And you
Ooh,
hit.
24. That'll do.
1 point away from 20.
Come on, big money. Big money.
8.
Ooh,
8 damage on this one.
that'll do.
Tudo, when you miss, You notice the RT shot this one, but
Let's
it's
see.
still standing. Now,
And then RT is going to bonus action hide.
all right, roll right. Okay, Aslin, better help Tudo. Better stand side by side with
Ow.
your hot friend.
Basically move to here and attack this one.
Okay, roll to it.
I don't think it's a hit. Is
Well, no enough.
Oh,
No
okay.
enough. No enough.
it? Mm-hmm.
Okay, now Trixar's turn. Trixar's gonna hit this one. Aiming with a sniper rifle, and then shoots and hits.
Also 1 point away from 20. Where is it?
Yeah. Alright. Okay. This one is badly damaged. Now, Anduin, your turn.
Okay, the usual. Stab with a sword at close range. Okay, lightsaber, two-handed. Strike.
Ooh.
Shit.
Nope. No enough. But Temple Droid attacks you. This one. After attacking you, they'll attack Tudor.
Hmm.
Swing his sword and misses. You block with your lightsaber. The moment you see the blade about to hit you, Anduin, you block it, and you can hear the clash.
Wait, so
Then-
when I do I like back like what for 5 feet or
No,
what?
no,
for
you don't. The droid doesn't have to show shove on you, so it's okay. Okay, Tudor, this one will attack you. Rolling to hit. And then... Nope, I go a 14 and misses. You block with your saber axe, nothing happened. And this one will attack at Aslin. Focusing his attention towards him. Rolling to hit, armor class, and it's a 21. Okay, Aslin, you receive 4 slashing damage.
Okay, got it.
Right, and then that's on 5. Okay, Jojo, your turn.
Okay, same one again, hopefully higher damage.
And that's a hit.
Yeah,
1, 1, 1.
3 times.
Right. Okay, Turdo. After
Okay,
defending this long against their enemies.
You can
What
see
you wanna do,
Jar Jar,
Tudo?
the machine shocking it, but like not effective.
Yes. Okay, Tudo, your turn.
Tudor, your turn.
It's
Yes.
Tudo.
My turn, okay. I'm going to attack this one.
Alright. Okay. That one was injured early on. Roll to hit.
Saber axe, go.
Okay, that's a hit.
Nice. Finally, I hit it.
7. Yeah. This one is destroyed. It's gone.
Just
Okay.
cleave it in half with
You
my
can
saber
cleave it in
axe.
half. Now you and Aslin is facing one more, the Temple Guardian droid. But RT, your turn.
Alright, I suppose I'll start focusing my attention this way. Let's take a shot, see if it hits.
Roll to hit.
17, that'll do it,
That's a
right?
Yep. It's a hit.
Nice. Ooh, and good roll for damage.
9.
And
Yeah.
honestly, at this point with my luck, I'm not even gonna bother trying to hide. Just at this point,
Okay, this one is destroyed. Okay, Jojo and Anduin. You see a blaster shot actually hitting the head of one droid, and the droid fell down, destroyed. It turned into
Jar
scrap.
Jar shocked by the surprise is up.
Now, Aslin, your turn. Together, you and Tudor facing the last of the Temple Guardian droid.
Is it a hit? Because I rolled.
You roll already?
Yeah, 13.
Oh no, you missed by 1 point.
Oh man, nothing else I can do, so yeah, that's it.
Yep. Now it's Trixar's turn. Trixar's gonna shoot it. And it's a hit. 10 damage. And it's done. Wow. Anduin, your turn.
Okay, hold on now.
You can move up to 30 feet and still attack. I think 10, 20. No enough. Fair enough.
He'll be basically here, and if he has like a ranged weapon, he'll be able to use it. You can,
So
you can move
this-
up to here.
Has died now, okay? Let me see. Rules are rules.
Unless you have lightsaber throw, but that's about it.
It's a little bit risky when I don't have proficiency. I might hit any bystanders.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Wait, am I in attack red? It says.
No, it's not. You're still far.
Or
Yeah.
use the blaster.
Oh, blaster. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
uncivilized.
Yeah. No. So it's a walk. Oh yeah, I have a blaster.
Oh, you miss.
Ah shit.
Right, now round 6. Okay, Joh-Jo, your turn.
Okay, I 1, 2, 3. Make it. I can see it. Okay. I can see it. Let's see. This one was the range 120.
Yeah, you're in range. You are in range. Oh,
Why this one appear? The other one don't appear. One
okay. You have disadvantage now against his attack rolls against Tudo. Tudo, your turn.
Nice. Okay.
7 damage.
I'm
Yeah.
going to, out of kind of cockiness, I'll yell at the droid, "Is that all you have?" And attack it with my saber axe again.
Yes, you're bruised, you're cut, and you're hit.
Yep.
Oh goodness. Would have been embarrassing if you didn't. After saying that.
After saying that, you destroy it completely. You cut it in half, Tudo. And the battle ends.
Nice.
As
And
the
then-
battle ended, I throw something as I go closer. Who's the one is to wait this one is Anduin. Do two door very injured.
Anduin and Tudo is injured. And so is Aslin.
Mm-hmm.
Because for my case I so happen to have a Roche character sheet so I can see his HP. Sorry, a meta gaming.
Alright.
It's 3 HP, mommy. The robot hit me once just now.
Alright.
Yeah. So I know you're very badly injured. Now it's these two. Which one I give? I can cast one more time only.
Okay, you can give to Tudo or either to Aslin.
You can cast on the others cause I got force healing.
You all
Later,
roll for it, no? You all drink it. You all roll for it, no?
drink what?
You need to roll for the Bacta. You need to roll for it. You need to roll a 1d6 plus your tech casting ability modifier. What is your tech casting ability modifier, Jojo?
Modifier 3.
Okay, 1d6 plus 3. Okay, Anduin, roll 1d6 plus 3, and then next one you give to who? Tudo or Aslin?
1d6
Okay, I roll a d4. 1, 2 is a 2 door. 3, 4 is Aslin.
I think my keyboard the number 6 got problem. I need to get the new one ready.
Better get a new keyboard. Okay, but then again, now going to left to right, Tudo,
Wait.
after destroying the last of the temple guards, you can see that desecrating the tomb itself was perhaps a bad idea. But however, there must be some sort of fail-safe mechanism that actually activated these old ancient droids. All 5 of them littered all over the place. So now to do one action to you, what do you want to do?
I added
Oh,
I added the 4 HP.
I want to ask, so what ended up being the treasure? To Aslan and Anduin.
Okay, Aslin, you can actually tell Tudo what you found.
We found a couple of lightsabers in there, but not
Just 2, but Tudo, what you notice is it's so obvious you can see it. Anduin's lightsaber. Anduin never had a lightsaber before this, but he's actually holding an ancient lightsaber, and the lightsaber color is in red. He's using a red lightsaber.
I see. I take it Aslan is also holding a lightsaber?
No. Both lightsabers are with Anduin.
Oh, both of them are Anduin's.
Yeah.
Okay. I see.
Well, these sabers, I suppose I'll hand it to the Jedi Order later.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I-
Ketudo, you notice that the ancient artifact that you're actually retrieving is these lightsabers, apparently. But why these two lightsabers?
If called for further investigation, we must report to the Jedi at once.
Agreed.
All right. Okay.
We'll go back to the Jedi
Okay, Aslin?
Council. We'll go back to the Jedi Council, taking the lightsabers and the little girl with us. It's witnesses. We have to tell them about this. Maybe they'll have more answers to our current predicament. Our hunt.
Would it be safe to take the young girl with us? Surely it would be a lot safer if she were to remain with the ones who care for her. Her family, that is.
Abnormally, I would have agreed with you, but the Black Suns and their supporters might want to kidnap her again and torture her to show them where the real temple is, so she's better off coming with us. I would say she'd already picked a side the moment she began helping us. She've already picked a side, and they will not go easy on her.
That does make sense.
Exactly.
Very well then.
Mm-hmm. Besides,
Okay, Anduin, to you. You can also roleplay one action. You heard what they talk about to bring the lightsaber to the Jedi Council, and Aslin said to bring the little girl Arushi with you to Coruscant to the Jedi Temple for safety, just in case. What do you want to say, Anduin?
Okay, so here I say, we'll bring both. She is still our mission, and I have to bring these two sabers to the Jedi orders.
that's what we just said just now, so yeah. So let's go outside and tell Arushi about our victory and that she's coming with us to Coruscant. Quickly.
She has
And then,
her own
all right, RT, to you. Tricks are actually busy checking on sarcophagus just in case. So while they were busy talking, Trixa is actually looking inside to see there can't be only lightsabers inside. She said,
Yeah, that's a disappointment. Thought it'd be some kind of.
"Roll for
Oh,
investigation,
something.
RT." She's actually looking through. You get advantage on your investigation.
Okay, first
All
things
right.
first. Shall we take back the route that we just gone through, or will we take the new route, which might be a little bit more
We'll go back.
dangerous?
We'll go back here on this route.
All right, RT, roll a 1d4 plus 1.
All right. 1d4. 5.
Both you and Trixa noticed something shiny inside the sarcophagus. Trixa's face was so happy. Her smile was so wide. She actually pointed like 5 shiny gold bars. I do not know what this is, RT, but I have a strong feeling this is very valuable.
Wait, is
I
gold
can hold on to it.
valuable when we are our currency is Republic credits?
It is, if you can find a
I don't know, it's
collector
pretty.
for it. A collector. Only collectors
Yeah,
will pay a
maybe someone-
handsome for it.
Wait. I say, hey, gold bars are worthless. Search for his credit card. It might worth more.
Well, RT says to Trixa, well, I'm pretty sure they're heading over to Coruscant. Coruscant has everything.
I'm taking 3 of this. She put 3 of the
Probably a
bars in the
collector.
pocket. Then she passed you 2 bars.
Okay,
Only 2, RT.
I'll take
I found it.
I'll take it.
This.
Oh, it helped, but fine, I'll take it.
So these gold bars. How do? Wait, this the same route we came through.
Trixa is
how
actually
heavy
leading
are
you
the-
all.
Wait a minute, we got.
How heavy is the gold bars?
I mean,
It's not really that heavy. It's actually very thin. It's like as small as like Mandalorian steel bars.
Like 2 pounds each?
Like maybe 2 pounds, roughly.
so
Sounds about right. I don't know. I'm not knowledgeable about gold.
Yeah. It's just like as heavy as like Beskar steel. Like if you're gonna be like 1 bar of the Beskar. So all of you actually left the temple, heading straight towards the
Alright.
ship itself. Okay, let's see if everybody's here. Let's see now. Okay, alright.
Roleplay a bit. Finally!
Do we
Exar,
still
how?
need the battle
Finally.
music? I'm just wondering.
All right, wait. I'm trying to copy all of you. My PC. Damn it. All right. Stop this. Now, done. All of you actually left the temples itself and heading straight towards the ship where everybody is actually waiting. When you arrive, there's really like nobody there. It is almost like night. Think to yourself. Royal Kota and Arushi actually followed. Royal Kota actually asks questions like, what do you see? What do you find? And many more. You all actually explain everything to them, what you see and what you face. But most important is to actually escape the location itself before anybody else could actually catch up to what you actually found. But for Tudor, Aslin, and Anduin, the safety of Arushi is of dire importance, because if the Black Sun were to actually figure out that they're actually being led to a really fake location, then the best person they're going to be finding is Arushi. Real Costa actually agreed and actually told you Tudor, Aslin, and Anduin, and he said, I agree with what I actually said. I believe the safety of Arushi is actually most important to us right now. If the Black Sun is actually unable to find her, because she is the key to finding this particular location, I believe that. Nah, sorry, my thought was. I was actually thinking of destroying the entrance towards the ruin, but my instinct tells me it's actually better to preserve the place and just to leave it as it is. But what do you think, Tudor, Aslin, and Anduin?
It's better that we take Arushi with us. She'll come back with us to the Jedi Council. With her force sensitivity, she'll be assigned a master and they'll be able to take care of her from there. As for the ruins, we got what we wanted, and it's better to leave it as it is so that pretty sure the Black Suns will come and search it, but since they'll find two pre-existing dead bodies of their former comrades in there, they'll just assume their comrades, died looking for the treasure and they'll move on to the next.
And Tudor, to you?
Okay.
I believe that
Tudor first.
such people as the Black Sun will do. It seems that increasingly they'll do anything in order to gain their power. Or rather, their riches, which they see as power. And so I believe they are going to continue looking in the ruins until the worst comes to worst and they realize that it has already been stolen. If that is ever the case, then it is imperative that if they may choose in that circumstance to attack you. If it does, let us know, and we will be the first to respond.
Okay. And then Anduin, to you?
No, but seeing as the Black Sun is going to loot the safe temple, I'll say I will have to contact the Jedi Order to report of this incident so they can send some people to secure that place. Because if whatever the Black Sun is finding there, I don't think we will want them to have it.
And then Rail Costa, then look. Then Tudor. I believe that we actually have a new friend. Ha! Rail Costa walks over to you, Joh-Jo. And the Gungan. Where they actually found you? Why were you here? Why are you even here? Rail Costa speaks out.
Tell that to the Black Sun. David dragged me here. Me son no happy.
Prixa walks over to you, Joh-Jo. She said, well, there's really nothing much for you to do in this planet. Besides, you were with me earlier, so... Hey, besides, we can always come back here again. And I believe, Joh-Jo, you should actually join them. Or join me. I mean, join all of us. Besides, I doubt you're going to go back towards Naboo and face your uncle.
I hear the words "base your uncle" and kind of freeze up for a sec.
You can see he
That's-
ponder for a while. It's a dilemma.
Why? Who's his uncle?
You don't want to know. That will be a backstory later on, maybe next week.
Okay.
All right.
Alright.
Agree.
Jeez.
Misa shall join you.
Better here with us than back to Naboo, Jojo. Besides, it's best that your uncle doesn't know where you are currently in the galaxy.
For uncle, if he want to track me, he can.
Arushi walks over towards Tudo, Aslin, and Anduin, and she said, "So I'm gonna be going towards the Jedi Temple?" She speaks out.
I basically, be on the same level as her and tell her, yes, you're gonna have a very nice, wise master who will help you and take care of you as well. And you'll see us coming and going from the same place too.
The Arushi then looks to Anduin. And then Anduin, you look to Arushi. What do you say to her?
Nothing much. I'll say, may the force be with you.
Okay, and Turo, to you?
I will say to her, I've been studying as a Jedi for almost 200 years, and I can safely say that they are the greatest people you will ever meet. They are wise, they are noble, and they are caring. If you are feeling at all unhappy for any reason, they are all willing to listen. I have no doubt that the Jedi Temple is possibly the greatest place for you to be.
Raul, Arushi looks to you, looks saddened and happy at the same time. You can feel her happiness and also her sadness. But Raul Costa, after actually assuring Joh-Jo that everything will be fine, Raul Costa walks over to Arushi and said, "The Jedi Temple will be your new home. If there's anything, I hope that Grandmaster Anakin Skywalker would actually grant you and perhaps your family a safe place on Coruscant. Perhaps there, the Twi'leks will actually have a new home, a better one, perhaps." But then Raul Costa then face you, Tudo. Well, Tudo, we have a pilot, and we also have a Gungan with us, a good mechanic. I believe it's time for us to actually head back towards Coruscant. Don't you think?
Yes, it is time. Let us return home.
And then you see Trixa tells you, Tudo, well, I get the pilot seat. I'm the best pilot here in the Outer Rim.
I basically take the little girl by hand and we just walk to the ship together.
Best pilot? I think. Oh, best pilot. Son of.
It's like RT, like RT, and like
I'll
Trixa
show-
looks to you.
I'll show
Trixa looks to
you.
you, RT. Shh! Don't tell them. Trixa tells you.
You forgot the little girl, her.
Nah, we'll leave her. After all that, we forget her.
All right.
Like
Okay.
5 minutes later, RT's like, "Hey, when are you guys gonna bring the girl?"
Then
Good.
okay. Then Tudo, together you and Trixa actually managed the ship, turned on the engines, and flew off world as soon as possible to actually escape the planet before anybody could actually detect your ship from living. And then you actually landed the ship on the landing docks of the Jedi Temple itself on Coruscant and brought Arushi with you. And then Tudo, Aslin, Anduin, Raul Costa, and the others head straight towards the Jedi Council room to actually face the Grandmaster himself, Anakin Skywalker. Anakin stood there, sitting together with Master Yoda, while Arushi actually stood outside together with RT, Joh-Jo, and Trixa. Trixa actually turns to Joh-Jo and said, "Wow, this is actually the first time I'm actually invited towards the Jedi Temple. Is there anything valuable here, do you think, Joh-Jo?" It's like, RT, you heard that Trixa probably want to steal something in the Jedi Temple.
Hmm.
Now
Eh, don't bother me.
Joh-Jo will be very nervously reply back. Joh-Jo don't feel invited. Scary place.
And then after that, Arushi just stood there at the staircase outside the doors towards the the council chamber itself. And then Anakin Skywalker looks to you, Tudo, Aslin, Anduin, and Ro Costa. Ro Costa and said, Master Anakin, Master Yoda, Master Maul, and Master, looking at the female master's thing. We have found the temple. But other than that, we have even found someone special. Someone strong in the Force. That was actually taken by the Black Suns to actually lead them towards the proper location of the temple. If we were to actually not see her first, I mean, if Tudor and Aslin and Anduin did not actually detect her first, we would not have known of the particular location. Rekosta speaks out. But I'm happy that I've met and accidentally, he smiled, bump into Aslin, Anduin, and Tudo. You can see Anakin Skywalker actually sitting there, leaning, both hands resting his cheek. As he turns to actually face you, Tudo, Anakin then asks, "So tell me, Tudo, what do you actually found? What do you actually see when you actually went towards the temple? Please kindly explain," Anakin asks.
Because there were many traps that we were able to thankfully deactivate. But more worrying than any trap was the fact that the mural we saw indicated this was a tomb belonging to a man named Tulak Hord. Supposedly one of the greatest Sith of the oldest of republics.
Then Yoda looks to you, Tudor, and said, To record this. Strong in the Force he was. But gone as a spirit he is now. Then Anakin actually looks to you, Tudo, and then looks to Anduin, and then Anakin asks, I sense darkness within your heart, Anduin. Anakin speaks out and asks, you found something within the tombs itself. You felt consumed. You felt taken by its power. What do you found within the tomb? What do you found within the temple, Anduin? Anakin asks you.
Okay, so I take the two lightsabers out. I say, it was a desperate situation that I have to break my rules a bit of using lightsaber.
But wield it with skill, you did. I believe that Aslin and Tudo actually saw you actually defend yourself and also protected them with it. Is that correct, Aslin? Anakin asks you.
Yes, Master Skywalker. He was indeed brave. Without hesitation, he picked up one of the lightsabers and attempted to aid me in destroying the ancient droid guardians of the tomb. Then he moved on to save our friend the Gungan, who's currently outside, from being attacked by another one of these things.
Anakin actually looks at Anduin. Your skills with a lightsaber is perfect, Anduin. Please, step over and pass the two sabers to me.
Okay, so I hand over the two sabers.
You hand over the two sabers, he picked it up. He looked at it. It's like the red one on his left and the other one on his right. He connected it, both of it, red and also purple. And then Yoda looks at the other one, the purple one. Filled with the power of the dark side, this is. But yet, it's filled with the power of the light. It is in between. And yet, you managed to wield it. This lightsaber perhaps was wielded by another Jedi, perhaps bested by Tulak Hord and kept as a prized possession. Then Anakin then looks to you, Anduin, and said, Anakin reignited the red lightsaber and put it to his side. And then after that, he turned off the purple one. And then after that, asked you to actually stand and kneel next to him. Kneel, Padawan Anduin. Anakin actually speaks out. Then Yoda actually like stood. And then after that looks at you. And then after that, the other masters actually like stood up together. And then looks at Tudor and Rel Costa and Aslin.
I will, as they look at me, I will also respectfully. Well, because I can't necessarily bow like other sapient creatures with legs, I will just bow my head.
You bow your head. And then Rel Costa also ignited his lightsaber. And then also Aslin ignited his. And then Anakin actually looks to Anduin. And then he said, by the right of the council, by the will of the Force, this lightsaber will be yours, Padawan Anduin. Then he offers you the purple lightsaber, Anduin.
Purple lightsaber.
And then after that, you can see Maul Opress smiling, looking at you with his lightsaber, even ignited. His double lightsaber, but only one is ignited. And then he said, I am proud of you, my young Padawan. Extremely proud. Then you got back, you kneeled. And then Yoda speaks out, I sense another outside the room. Someone that you have brought.
Indeed, Master.
Who is it? Padawan Aslin. Yoda asks you.
Her name is Arushi, and I'd like you to meet her. Her powers are off the scale. As he basically like walk outside, and he basically tell her, Arushi, masters want to see you. As
She bows, and then she walks in.
This is Arushi, masters. This is the young girl that I have found.
Yoda looks, Yes. Yoda slowly turns to Anakin. Anakin looks to Yoda and looks at you, Aslin, and looks to Arushi. And Anakin then asks, young Arushi, we can sense you even from outside the room. And so are the other companions. But then Anakin actually asks, bring RT over.
I basically
Me?
Yeah, I basically bring RT. You basically see Aslin is like signaling you over to come inside.
Alright.
Then Anakin asks you, R3. R3, you have seen everything that happened, everything that has transpired. We will actually jack into your memory core and see all the recordings they have seen into the Jedi archive itself. Master Maul will lead you towards the security post. Master Maul walks over to you, R3. Master Maul looks to you, R3, and then he smiled. Come, R3, let's head over towards the security post and plug you in.
They're gonna see the
I don't-
gold. They're gonna see every little detail.
I don't think this is a good idea.
Maul tried to catch you. Come back here, R3.
Okay. Sure. How could I say no?
They ask.
Yeah, then
They ask.
Maul dragged you. Maul dragged you towards the security area and then plugs you in. This is not gonna hurt, young R3. We're just gonna see what you see, and that's it. Recording everything. But This will be for later session because you can alter it using technology skills. All right. So now, meanwhile, in the room,
Okay, great.
Arushi walks over Anakin and said, Arushi, if you don't mind, would you like to be trained to be a Jedi, a Padawan, just like the others, so you could protect the people that you love, protect those that you care for, protect the planet that you grew up from? Arushi, you can... Okay, Tudo, Anduin, and Aslin. You can see Arushi's face. She's a bit unsure of what she wants to do, if this is the right choice. So I'm going to go to you, Tudo, Aslin, and Anduin. Okay, Tudo, you first. One action. You can use persuasion. What do you want to say?
I'm merely going to. I'm not going to convince her to join the Jedi if that would not be the faith. I will say, I will not force you either way. Do whatever you feel is necessary.
Okay, you can still roll for persuasion.
Okay.
Right, okay. You do not force her. It's her choice. Now, Aslin, to you.
I basically tell her, Arushi, do you remember how you were treated by the Black Suns? There are thousands of people just like you who need someone to stand up to their oppressors and help them. Help them see that there are good people such as yourself who are willing to help them and defend them when there's no one else in the world or even the galaxy who would be willing to defend them. I'm trying to convince her to join.
Alright, okay, roll persuasion.
Okay. Oh man.
Arushi looks to you.
Do you have inspiration? You could re-roll that.
No, he already used
I already
inspiration.
used my inspiration mid combat, and I got that useless.
Yeah,
seven.
natural one.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
Hey, Anduin, your turn to talk to Arushi.
Okay, Arushi, I'll say, Miss, I think this part you have to think carefully and decide. No one can give you orders and what you should do. It has to be decided by you alone.
Okay, Anduin, roll for persuasion.
Persuasion. Okay.
How are we all so?
And then Rel Costa walks over to Arushi, holds her shoulder, and said, Master Anakin, Master Yoda, Masters, and my fellow Padawans. It is a choice that Arushi will need to make. She just arrived from Coruscant. This place is new to her. She have never been to a place like this. Perhaps we should give her time to think about this. Isn't that right, Arushi? Arushi then actually looks to Rel Costa, and Rel Costa rolling for his persuasion. Arushi then turns and said, I will think about this, Masters. Besides, my family is still on the planet, and I'm not too sure what will happen to them. If you could actually bring them, perhaps I'll change my mind. Anakin then looks to Arushi, and Anakin said, attachment is allowed now in the new Jedi Order. And so was I. I have families of myself. My children are Jedis. My daughter, my son. My wife looks after the Senate itself. And then I still seek tutelage with Master Yoda. And Master Yoda looks at Anakin. And much to learn you still have, young Anakin. Anakin just smiled and turns. Padawans. Other than Arushi, there are others they have brought. I believe one of them is a Gungan. Brings back memories, and I can ask. And a Chiss, Trixa.
Indeed. I basically walk outside the room and usher in both Trixa and Joh-Jo to walk inside.
Trixa quickly rush and push you to the side, Anduin. As Aslin, move! And then she quickly bowed. Hello, Masters. My name's Trixa.
Ellen.
I'm here for a job.
Oh, yeah.
And Joh-Jo is still standing there, terrified, unable to move. And then Anakin asks you to come in, Joh-Jo. Do not be terrified, Joh-Jo. Come in. I know about your uncle. You don't have to be worried.
After he heard that, why? Small steps, slowly come in. Stick to the
Then,
wall.
as you slowly walk in, put there. Rel Costa walks over to you and drags you straight towards the middle. Do not be terrified, Joh-Jo. We are not the Sith.
You get him shivering.
Then you can see Anakin speaks out. I heard that both you and Trixie actually helped the Padawans in retrieving this artifact. I would express my gratitude and thank you to both of you, and to hope that you would further assist the Jedi's in our further mission, our missions going further. And I can ask you, Joh-Jo, you heard that? Missions? Quests?
But before anything, Jojo say, but actually, it's more that like the Force guide me here because Mr. Tudor, sir, saved me from the Black Sun. They have my gratitude.
And
Quest.
then Yoda looks to you, Joh-Jo, and said, just like Master Qui-Gon did on Naboo when he saved your... sorry. Say his name, I almost did. Then Anakin looks to you, Joh-Jo, and said, just like fate and destiny have actually brought you here, just like your uncle did. And perhaps you could actually assist the Padawans in their quest moving forward. Both you and Trixie, and even R3, once we actually get the information from him. And hopefully Master Maul will be able to actually get all that information. If R3 does not resist, of course. Anakin speaks out.
Jajo like question mark. Miss are no Jedi.
No, Jedi you are not, he said. But you have the heart, just like he did. Rendera Costa speaks up and said, I heard stories about Joh-Jo, Master Anakin, Master Yoda. I believe he'll be a great asset to the Jedis. Perhaps make our Jedi grow. We need more people just like himself, and maybe like Trissa. And perhaps we can actually get more people. Our temple is empty, but I still need more people. Anakin said, yes. To seek out everything, they must. Arushi will stay here. And Rel Costa, you will actually go and seek out Arushi's family and bring them to safety. And as for you, Turdo, Anduin, Aslin, Evan, Trixa, there'll be more tasks there which I want you to actually assist. The galaxy is huge, the galaxy is vast, but we need more people. Hopefully, the tides of darkness will be swept away. But for the time being, all of you should rest and perhaps train yourself and train your bodies to be perfect. Then, to you, Tudo, one action.
I will respectfully bow my head and utter in the let's just say in the Huttese language, it is an expression of great praise. I utter a great exaltation of the Masters and the Jedi Order in the Huttese language, and then I will respectfully depart.
All right. Okay. Aslin, to you.
I just bow to them and say to them, thank you so much for your trust in us in completing that mission. As he basically walk outside and just simply breathe a sigh of relief that the mission has been completed, and now he gets to go to his quote-unquote dorm room so he can rest.
All right. Okay. Anduin, to you.
Yes, Master, I will take my leave and thank you for the lightsaber.
And then after that, you take your leave and head out. And then after that, you see Trixa saluting. I'll do my very best, sir. And bring them to wherever they need to go around the galaxy. Then she slowly drags Joh-Jo with her. Come on,
Why,
Joh-Jo.
man?
I think we're gonna need a bigger ship from this point on.
Then Arushin and said, I'll stay here, masters. I'll learn everything. Hopefully. And then Rail Costa that brings Arushi out. And then, but meanwhile, R3! Master Maul looking at you like, stop moving, R3. I'm trying to actually get the information out from you. Roll for technology, so you can alter the image.
Do you think I could just give him the information of whatever was on the planet, no further back?
You can, but roll for technology first. You can. Actually.
I'm far more worried about everything before the events of the mission.
No worries. He won't know that. It's just going to be the mission itself. He won't know that much. No, it's only he wants to see like throughout the mission and stuff. All the information.
All right, well, anyways, a 9.
And then I was like, okay. Alright, that's good, R3. Alright. You found a lot of items. Besides, then Armol looks to you. He opens up his palm and said, time to give me what you found. Those things in the sarcophagus. Give it out, R3. We need to investigate this artifact. R3 like,
What if I said no?
Then I have to force it out of you. You can beep boop with Maul. You roll for persuasion.
What do you need it for? It's just gold. I've analyzed it very well. It's only gold, I promise.
It's artifact, R3, he said. These are important to our investigation.
You said persuasion.
Yeah, roll for persuasion.
Okay, unfortunately I have a -1 to charisma, so we'll see how this goes.
You passed.
Not bad.
Maul then leans over, looks to you, R3, and he said, okay. Since you managed to do everything, you managed to bring all this stuff, and my Padawan's safe. Alright, between you and me, R3, you can keep it. I don't even see the need why you even want this kind of thing. Sure, you're perhaps gonna buy some gift for your new friends, but that's about it.
Yeah, sure.
But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. There's an artifact dealer somewhere in our Coruscant. If you need some credits, you can sell it to him.
That is good to know.
Yeah. Besides, he's not that difficult to find. Just look him up. His name's Luthien.
All right, well, job's done. Guess I will be seeing you later, Mo. Bye-bye.
You're like, you like,
And then it's gonna race around the corner.
They race around the corner. Then you actually met the rest. Then after that you met the rest of the party. Then they all like look at each other and then said, "All right, job done." And Rel Costa then looks to all of you and said, "Okay. Well, I guess we have to wait for the next time until Anakin actually start looking for us." Rel Costa said, "But rest up, train, and perhaps we'll probably find something to do here on Coruscant." And Arushi said, "I'll be heading to my quarters." And then Trixan said, "All right, I'm gonna head over towards the hangar and check out the ship. Probably gonna need a bigger ship," as I said.
Indeed. We're gonna need a bigger ship at this stage.
Then Tudo, you actually head straight towards the medical bay to actually heal your wounds and your bruise.
After I've headed to the medical bay, I'm going to. Sorry, I'm trying to find my the name of. No, I sent it to you over Discord. I can find it there. Here we are. After I've recovered in the medical bay, I will report back to Master Taiku, who is my
yes, your master.
Master. For those of you who didn't, Tol Taiku is the name of my Jedi Master.
Yep.
All right.
All right. So, with the master, you actually after you had medical bay, you had to look for your master Taiku, and then Aslin, you.
I'll actually also go to the medical bay. I'm still basically not completely healed.
All right. Okay. Anduin, you.
Nothing much. I'll just like say I'll take my leave. I'm a bit fatigued now.
All right. Okay. All right. Don't worry. There are 3. Do you?
Honestly, Ati didn't think you'd get this far. What will I do next? I suppose I will leave to the ship and find somewhere to hide the gold for now. Because apparently it can be very easily taken away.
Yes. All right. And lastly, Joh-Jo, to you.
Okay, Joh-Jo follow because he's not familiar in this planet. What can he do? Don't tell me he
Walk
go-
around, get to know Coruscant better.
He need to get a place to stay first.
You already have a place to stay. You're staying at the Jedi Council itself.
You sure?
Yes. Yes, you're staying
Yeah,
at the
maybe you
council
can
itself.
sleep on one of the. Maybe you can sleep on a council chair.
You can if you want to.
They look comfy.
I don't know for Con to whether have a well sleep or not.
Well, you can actually sleep at the council chair. I mean, Anakin's probably gonna force pull you away if he sees you. But you head straight towards the projection room. Ooh, projection. Look at it.
Anyway,
But
he explore the temple, explore outside. That's for now.
Alright, head towards the temple. Okay, as everybody actually do their own thing during this time. It was a job well done. You got the artifact. You managed to bring even a young Jedi, soon to be Jedi Padawan, which you guys need to persuade in order for her to actually join the council, to actually grow the academy as you see fit. Or perhaps lose her and try to actually recruit others. But as time goes by, the darkness is still looming. This is just one of the items you need to find. And elsewhere, you'll be going against even more treacherous adventures, more dangerous to the last. And until then, to be continued through the next upcoming
Dun
episode.
dun.
Dum dum dum.